episode of Double Take. Dave, I just said joined by Dash, but we're joined by Dash
Talking
and
in
Dave.
the third person. That's
The way you
weird.
The way you feel.
It's the Derby d'Italia. Welcome here. Welcome in. It's time to get this done. It is just, and of course, there's the microphone. Okay, bit of a false start, but welcome in. It is the Derby d'Italia. Dash will be coming in hot. Don't worry. He's coming. He had a last minute pasta order, is the excuse he's given me. Happens all the time. But that's fine. It's cool. We're going to pregame this. Just you and me. No worries. Now, I saw Peepo, also known as the House of Black and White People. You guys change your names all the time. I can't keep up, but we love Sharon Giants. Thank you, buddy. And push that like button. Absolutely. He's got it right. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. Please and thank you. And we will get right underway here because we have some starting lineups. Of course, I should also add in that if you want to try to win one of the jerseys sitting on my wall, there, I'll go big again for a second just for you guys. It's one of the Sears jerseys. Home, away, alternate, whatever. If you get the most correct predictions throughout the season, you can win one of those. To do that, you have to get into the Discord. So to do that, go into the description down below the video. And there was a link there for the Discord. And I'm also going to get you a fresh one right as we speak. Just in case, make it easy for people. Because, I mean, sometimes it's a pain in the ass to go down there. So there it is. There's a link. Please feel free to join. One more till 100. So that's exciting. You can be the 100th. Could it be you? All right. So here is the starting lineup. Sorry, got to get the Discord out of the way now. But here it is. Try to get that a little bit larger for you. And, yeah. So, Tech, of course, in net. Danilo, Bremer, Gatti along the back. Did you expect anything else? We have Kostic, Rabiot, Locatelli, McKennie, and Cambiaso. I think that was expected with Rabiot being healthy. And then Vlahovic, Yildiz. So Yildiz gets the nod over Chiesa. I think we know what that means. We'll probably see Chiesa come in 60th minute or so. We'll see how it goes. But moving on to Inter, Merda. They got Jan Sama, Bastoni, Chernobyl, Pavard, DeMarco, Mkhitaryan, Changalangu. This is when I need Dash because I can never say his name. Barella, Darmian. And then up top, Martinez and Thuram. 3-5-2 versus 3-5-2. What are we feeling? I know some people are nervous. I got this like dead inside right now. No emotion. I'm rolling with no emotion. It's working for me right now. Damn, that's a good cappuccino. I nailed it today. Love when I nail a coffee. I had some extra time. I wasn't rushing. It was good. Everything's good. Dash is going to rush. He's going to be coming in here crazy. But I'm doing all right. Easy peasy. So we are still about 15 minutes away from kickoff. So we'll pregame this one a little bit. I've been trying, if you haven't noticed, I've been trying to start the stream a little bit early, if I can get away with it. It is it's supposed to start exactly right now, as I get that notification. But, 5-10 minutes sometimes, just to see, gives us a little bit more time to kind of go over things. If you guys like that, if you do want a bit more of a pregame, let us know. Obviously today, it was no big deal, so I made it happen. Those weekday games, maybe not so much, but certainly on the weekends, I don't see why not. So if you do want to spend a little bit more time on a pregame, you just got to tell us. We'll do it. Okay, let us look at the bench since we're here. They have Sanchez, Arnautovic, Fratesi, Klassen, Dumfries, Aslani, Sensi, Augusto, De Vrij, Tejan Buchanan still hasn't played. Bisek, Aldero, and Di Gennaro. They have some notable guys off the bench, of course. Davide Fratesi in the midfield, Arnautovic, Sanchez as strikers, Dumfries as it's going to be a wing back in this system, probably for Darmian. So they have a couple decent substitutions. Of course, we have Chiesa. I'd say that's a pretty decent substitution. The new man, Carlos Alcaraz. Will we see him? Fabio Moretti, Hans, Nicolucci Caviglia, Joseph Bonde, Samuel Elling Jr., Sandro, Daniele Rugani, Thiago Giallo. Also making his first appearance start off the bench, of course. Timmy Weah, Carlo Pinzoli, and Matteo Pernin. So pretty decent actually, both teams off the bench. Juan Cuadrado, injured, this time for Inter, not for us. Milik suspended on, last week. Do I need to remind you about last week? Milik suspended, and of course, Vijoli Pogba. Keane, leg injury, back in training. Madrid said March. We said February. We'll see. Nobody really knows. DeShilio, now saying mid-February for the cruciate ligament. Mid-February. Not quite sure. He was originally slated for even like December, then January. It's getting pushed. So Lord DeShilio still out with injuries. Selcat, thanks for giving me a reason to mute Paramount Plus and Marco Dave. Okay, cool. Gotcha. just looking for that reason. Oh man. So the head-to-head recent is Inter 9 wins, 10 draws, Juve 18 wins. Historically, yes. Listen, there's so many stats flying out this week. It's insane. Of course, I mean, both teams have been in Serie A forever, so of course they play so many matches together. There's so many stats to have over the century plus, whatever it may be. I don't think any of those stats really matter today. Not that they ever really do, one match to the next, but there's something about this particular title race this year. It hasn't been this tight in years. Inter being the favorites this time as well. Last time it was this tight, it was, I'm going to say, Juve up ahead, the favorites. But right now, this is, and it's not just because it's the Derby d'Italia. That definitely makes it even more of a thing. But the fact that we have a number 1-2, the only thing that would make this game even more insane at this point, honestly, was if it was right at the end of the season and it was still a 1-point spread. The fact that it's a little bit earlier in the second half takes a bit of that edge, but regardless, the outcome could be huge. Like, this is when Inter either run away with it or Juve be like, no, we got this one, man. You're going to have to fight all the way through. Ty, I mean, keep on going. It can teeter-totter. We don't know until this is all over. This is going to be a wild ride. This is going to be an emotional one. Different types of emotions. Good, bad, horrible. I don't know. This is going to be grief, perhaps. And that's why the stats don't matter. I think just because of the stakes, the emotions, because I'm talking about my emotions. Think about the emotions of the players, the coaches, the staff, the stadium, everyone in the city in Milan. the traveling fans, the emotions today are going to wipe the stats off the table. Don't matter. It is truly one of those any given Sunday games. I truly believe it. But this time, it's against the two heavyweights of Italy. Of course, we hate Inter, but they are in first. They have proven it. They deserve to be there, but we are there on their heels. And this is massive. Okay, let's see what you guys were saying. Frankie coming in. They really have Seedorf on the pregame show for Paramount Plus. Oh boy. Can they be any more deliberate on the favoritism for Inter? Paramount Plus can't afford former Juve players. It's a bad luck, of course, but no matter. It sucks. I feel you guys, the Americans. Don't want to say. You're stuck with it. Okay, so we're 9 minutes to kick off now. Let me make sure my stream is going. Because we don't want that one to mess up. Come on, Fubo TV. Let's see what we got today. And it comes in clean. Beautiful. No issues today with Fubo. We're good. Okay, so I can't complain about my streaming service today. I'm sorry. We'll see. We'll see if it holds tight. So, we're talking about as well in today's matchup the two best defenses. 13 goals conceded for Juve, 10 for Inter. They've had better offense, sure, overall. But I think if you're looking at just the new year 2024, things start to tilt the other direction. Well, look here too, the two strikers. I was going to, and I couldn't find anything really that great. I was going to do a Martinez Vlahovic kind of face off for the thumbnail. It didn't quite work out. You can't always find the material. But anyways, Fault Mob rating. Martinez is at an 8. That's actually really good. Vlahovic up to a 7.24, which isn't too shabby either. Now, what people have been starting to talk about here, the goals. So Martinez at 19 goals in 19 games. He's hot. He's banging them in. Vlahovic, though, has shown up. He's now at 12. It's a bit of a gap. But what a wild ride it could be to the end of the season. Vlahovic gets hot. Martinez, if he cools down? He'll probably eventually, right? But if Vlahovic can keep pace, it can start getting tight. So it could be more than just the title race. It could be the Capocannoniere race this year as well, if all things kind of start picking up for Vlahovic, as they have. Matches played. He does have one more match played as well. But Martinez, yes, he was injured for a bit. Now that he is healthy with Inter, they got their big guy back. So their inside rank first in goals per match, 2.4. So that's the thing. Like, Inter have the best offense and defense in the league. It really is that good. Have kept the most clean sheets, 13, yeah. Martinez, the competition's top scorer, 19, yeah. Juve ranked 4 in goals scored per match, 1.6, ranked second away from home this season. Philip Kostic ranked 3rd, big chance of creating the competition. We keep on hearing Philip Kostic. Oh my Philip Kostic. Helicopter coming in. How you doing? I don't have my helicopter here today. No, she's up. I think because the sun's out, they like to lay. They're like cats. They lay on the back of the couches just to absorb the sun. Don't really blame them, but they're cat dogs. But welcome in, helicopter. All right, you want to doom scroll? Let's doom scroll some Twitter too, since we got a couple more minutes. 5 more minutes to go. We are gonna doom scroll some Twitter. Yeah. The first thing up on the twits. That was a big 1-2 fight in the female league today. Roma beating Juve 3-1, unfortunately. Roma. I mean, we beat Roma in the Coppa, but man, they otherwise have our number in the league. I always like to check out the old official Juve. See if there's anything good. Oh, yes, here we go. Get a bit of that. Ah, the new guy. Got Carlos. Do you see Giallo? Yeah. There we go. Both of them. That's what I want to see. Otherwise, I mean, bit more of a hype. That's true. They did do a big JOFC, Juve official fan club. They did do a big thing there. Bunch of different accounts have that. Oh, what did I miss here as I'm doom scrolling? David Eladoc giving One Turn Giants membership. Thank you very much. He's in good spirits. Let's see who this one went to. I never have the other stream going, but let's see. It goes to... Never have. Elod gets it. Going, but let's see. Right on. LA. Elod. Welcome to the membership. He's becoming more and more of a regular as well. I know his time zone doesn't always work out, but awesome. Elod. Congrats, and thank you, David. Arslan Ed says Yila's got to step it up. I think he's learned from the last few games about how they mark him, and he'll hopefully mix it up and be more unpredictable. Good point. Yep. And you know what? I totally just kind of skimmed over tactics today without Dash. But we can talk about Yildiz there for a couple minutes. Absolutely. He did get a lot of good lessons. Playing the lower table teams, getting really good minutes out of them. Really good minutes. I like how I'm showing you... Oh, wow. Okay. Let's get rid of that. The never-ending window. Sorry, didn't realize I had done that. Yeah. This is going to be his first true test to see if he's a top-tier player. Because Inter will absolutely try to suffocate him. And they're going to bully him. This is probably... I don't know, that game against Germany was a pretty big one, I suppose. Which one do you think's bigger? Turkey versus Germany or Juve Inter? I have a feeling this one might be bigger. What do you guys think? I don't know if anybody can answer that 100%, but opinions on that. It's one of his top games. Top. Especially as a starter for Juve Inter Derby d'Italia. This has to be huge. So let's see what he does. Arslan thinks Juve Inter. I think it might be. Putting my money on this match. So we will see if he's a killer. If even at this young age, he's going to come out and kill it. Of course, there's the storyline of Hakan and Kenan. The two Turks. They like to create those storylines. Different positions, different points in their career. I don't know, a little too easy. Juve Inter, yeah, from Sal. Arslan saying points wise it matters more. Yeah. Yeah, I think on a couple of different accounts, this is probably a bigger game. I mean, on the national stage, that's pretty huge as well, especially beating a big team. Germany has not been great, mind you, I understand. Still. Regardless. The handshakes are there. We're moments away, everyone. Moments away. Okay, I think it's starting to set in. It's starting to get a little bit more real. Just a little bit. The handshakes, Martinez, Danilo. Coin toss. Don't know what they decided, but moments away now for the stress to really start pouring forth. I didn't even mention, since we got a few moments here, Torino Salernitana, wow, 0-0, the one match I did catch today. That was a bad one. Napoli finally getting over Hellas Verona 2-1. Atalanta dispatching Lazio 3-1. So, very good for them. Reminder to everyone, Fabio Maresca is the officiator tonight. Fabio Maresca. He might be one of the better ones. Oh, he's Ciro Sarirati. Where did you see? Was that in the VAR room? Why are they wearing yellow kits? I don't know. What do you mean? Is that their training kits? I don't know what you're... Probably missed that. I think I missed that. I'm sorry. We'll get the scoreboard ready for you. Fine looking ladies and gentlemen as well. Bit of a delayed start today. Couple minutes. And here we go. Kick off. It started. Locatelli distributing over the top. And that goes out quickly. Darmian for a throw. Chiro thinks we're winning. He's got that. Everyone's got the feeling. Okay, we're synced up now. We are at 30 seconds. Settle in. It's either going to be a long Cortomuso ride or it's going to be a wild ride. Thuram crosses in. That's an early attack. If, of course, Mkhitaryan's going to try to call for something. But that was a good cutout. Out for a corner now. Early on. Inter are putting on some pressure. Let's see here. Wasn't anything crazy, but here's the corner. Headed up. Still up. Inter will collect in the defense. And let's see. Another cross in. McKennie's trying to track. Inter certainly trying to get the front foot here. Makes sense that the home team giving up, though. Rabiot trying to walk away with it. Gives it down the left with Mack, who's switching up. Their midfield, as we know, very, very well-drilled midfield of Inter, work well to close up any space quickly, but Juve just drop it back, try to get control. They did escape a bit of that press, and this is good. This is more what they want. Not necessarily a press for Juve right now, just controlling the ball, taking the rhythm, the momentum out of the game. Nice little sneak, couple passes there work out, but missed touch. Giving up right in the midfield. That's a dangerous giveaway by Cambiaso. Thuram is throwing a lazy one. And Kostic? Yeah, it does well. Does well to work Darmian out. That's a goal kick now. Good job. Kostic defensively. I'm okay with what he did right there. Okay, he was Herati is the VAR ref. Great. Shafiq Gulzar. This is the first time I've seen you. Welcome in. How are you? Cheryl saying don't matter because today we'll win. Vamos Gatoni. Yeah, that was that tackle there. Dan, how's it going? He's saying Dave. Dave. How's it going, Dan? Of course. How about Hamilton signing for Ferrari next season? I'm not a Hamilton fan. I've already kind of yelled about that. but I'll support him. I love to hear the crowd, yet I hate to hear the BS from the commentator. Isn't that true? 1-1 would settle for result-wise, but a win over Juve would be awesome. Win over Juve? I don't know. I think you might have said that incorrectly. Because it sounds like you want Merle to win. I'm pretty sure you want Juve to win. But Inter will look for an attack. Their players seem a little more antsy, jumpy. I don't know if that just means they're a little more active on the ball right now, or they're a little more nervous. Dash is coming in as well as a cross that is behind the net. Oh, no, that was crossed out. Mkhitaryan wins a corner. McKennie gets a foot in. Yep. It's a good foot in by McKennie. Oh, Dan, you're working on a Sunday. It's too bad. But you do get to catch the game. There is a cross headed away. Trying to push this back into the box. Keeping it on the outside right now. Long shots. Big deflection. That's another corner. That's right. Sal is watching in Italian. He does recommend it. You can always check to see if you have the option. So far, it's all Inter. It has been mostly Inter. That's right, Dad. I knew what you meant. It just had to clarify. And the cross again. Very, very high. Very much like up in the air. A couple of them like that now. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish with those big lofty crosses. I don't care what Allegri said, but it's a must-win game. Yeah, Allegri's going to be trolling. Dash is, I don't know. I think he's having trouble setting up. He's there. Dash is there. Yeah, we're inviting them. We are inviting them a little bit too much at the moment. I agree. Oh, who is that crying already? Is that Bastoni? Oh, nice by Cambiaso, but can't get on the end of that ball. Fighting for it, giving them trouble anyways.
Hi, guys.
Oh, hey. Took you a while.
I was trying to sync up the time because Paramount Plus, if you pause it, it fast forwards you 20 seconds. Like, jeez.
Yeah, that's bad.
The only app that doesn't have a proper player. That's all I'm going to say.
Dan was asking you if you're in Italy. No, just in Detroit.
I am. No, I am. What are you guys talking about? I'm next door to the San Siro.
Okay, Maresca is calling the cap. No, not the captains, but Martinez and Vlahovic. That's interesting. Giving it to Vlahovic. At the end of the day, it was a Cherby and Vlahovic that got brought to Maresca. I don't know why. That was
I always say you gotta be careful with those kind of things when it comes to it. Like I've said it before, do not give those guys a margin of error for calling bullshit.
It's game on silent with my commentary on the hook, guys. We're not. We're streaming to you guys. We can't stream. Somebody else has to figure that one out. We're not streaming in the Discord on a live. That would be no bueno.
Sure that's illegal.
Yeah, we don't do those things. All right. Yes, here we go. Crying for cards. Dusan doesn't even hit him. Pavard, Frenchman. What do you want? Interista. Yeah. Cheryl just yelling in Italian now, which I find kind of funny because he's not even Italian, but he likes to yell in Italian. Very fitting. Yeah, Milik slid in studs up. Vlahovic just kind of like went into studs up.
Yeah, but he went through his follow through. That's the
Yeah.
issue, right? Because
No, I
that's
get
gonna
it, but
be. Well, it's like for example, he could get yellow carded, and then he has to adjust the way that he plays.
he
so-
could get you. But I mean, Milik was a straight red.
Mhm.
Like that was just negligent. Whereas Vlahovic, he didn't plan to do that whatsoever.
Yeah,
He's just kind of like he was just running through.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I think right now what I'm seeing, how they're moving and how everybody's moving more so, it's a little bit of not to lose. Essentially, both teams are playing not to lose right now. They're kind of gauging who's reacting to what, who's moving to where. I think you're going to have to watch Lautaro because it looks like Lautaro has a free-flowing role where he's dropping next to Chanalogu to receive passes or even move or touch the ball in general. But if you can see right now, they've got a diamond zone on Chanalogu where they've got essentially passing lanes in all multiple directions. So from what it looks like, Allegri's trying to keep him from really moving the ball or receiving the pass because they're forcing Inter to go on the outsides here, which effectively takes out the middle.
Is the outsides like the offsides?
Nope. Just on the wings. We're taking them on the chicken wings.
Interesting. So I love how you come in here and just like, there's the tactical breakdown. Bam. I've watched it for 30 seconds.
Gosh, it's making me want to go on the field and play.
Yeah, Keane's not going anywhere. He's with the team. He's still injured. We don't know what the referee's back. I don't think he's an Interlisti.
He's not. He's just a mascara. That's why we call it mascara.
The mascara. Yeah, I don't know if it's public what his team is. He's one of the better ones. Maybe.
Except when Juve's playing away, he's not. Yeah, I see it again. Still there, that four-player diamond essentially over Chanalogu. They are making it difficult for him to receive it, and if they do, they're only giving him an angle to play it back. So we'll see.
Andrew,
Yeah.
bring it out wide. Juve at least, I mean, they do this well. They do push them out to the outside, that low block, and they are forcing Inter to just try to launch them in. They're looking for a messy one.
Yeah, and physically right now, the front line, the only thing that Inter have for them physicality-wise is going to be Thuram because I don't see Lautaro out-muscling Bremer or Gatti or Danilo. So I find that very difficult to see per se. So right now, because Chanalogu is unable to really build effectively for Inter now because they're zoning him out, it's forcing Lautaro to drop down and assist him. And that's a very, very good run by McKennie there.
Ooh. Yeah, DeMarco coming in heavy. I mean, that could be a yellow if we're going to be throwing yellows out. That could be one.
You're stopping an attack.
Well, and that was like a stomp. Yeah, see, again, 2 games in a row, he's just getting smashed in the ankle. Yeah, see, Ellie's calling it a yellow. That could have very easily been one.
Rub some dirt on it, Big Mac. Rub some dirt on it. That's what we used to do whenever we got hurt.
Jesus, Gatti getting tripped up now.
Yeah.
That was mostly because he couldn't settle the ball down, and
It's a
Mkhitaryan just...
tactical. That's a tactical foul. Colina. I was like Colini. I was like, huh. No, I think.
Oh
it's,
no, there's a
Auburn.
whole global pandemic of bad reffing. Yeah, he'll stay on one leg. He'll be fine.
Rub some dirt on it.
Who's apologizing to DeMarco, or who should? Anybody? Should anybody apologize to DeMarco?
I know it's DeMarco.
Ref almost getting in the way there. Oh man, Vlahovic can't find the space. The ref kind of fucked that up. But we do get it back.
love how Dusan just fell on him. A little bit of intricacies. I don't really see Juve
No.
probing too much right now. Just
No.
maintain possession. I like I said in the Discord prior to the match, this is going to be a battle of attrition. Whoever slips up first is going to concede here. So it's going to be one of those things, and people are going to hate it. But look, guys, when it comes to decisive calcio, decisive matches, you're not going to see the hipster football. It's the truth. Arsenal today with Liverpool.
Nice play here, though, Rabbi. Bad cross. Just he did a Kostic into the ass there. But Kostic gets a face, tries to get it back into play, doesn't work out. Inter take the ball. Typically, I like when a dude takes the ball off the face and gets her back into the pocket, but handed it off to the wrong dude this time. Yeah, Rabiot, we shouldn't expect. Yeah, and we shouldn't expect him after missing, was it 3 games?
3 games. It's 14 minutes. Relax.
Yeah, let's give him a bit.
Basta, relax.
Yeah,
the game just started. Let him get warm first.
Frankie's like, it's been 15 minutes. Yeah, it's going to be one way. Inter are at home. Inter are the ones that need to take it to Juve right now. Juve will absolutely absorb this pressure right now.
Yeah,
like look at Allegri right now. Not a care on his face. He's just calmly giving directions. Everything's going to plan. Vlahovic trying to force through, doesn't get anything. He's getting frustrated, unfortunately. He has to stay calm.
He has to relax because the opportunities are going to be very, very minuscule and very, very decisive moments. Like Dusan's got to remember, it's not like the previous matches that he's playing. And it's one of the reasons why I said in the Discord today to some of the viewers where I said it's going to be one of those where he has to show or prove his money. This is the money game for him. Like, I'm glad he's got those braces. He's turned the corner and playing well. But this is different. This, you got to be decisive. This is going to be one of those where you're playing against a top caliber squad.
Barella gets blocked off. Good defending once again, goes all the way back out to Cherby. So that's good defense from Juve so far. It's 15 minutes. I mean, there's a lot to go of this. A lot to go. Okay, chat. Let's simmer. Let's just simmer. Darmian. Oh, I forgot to do the most punchable face. Big slide by Mac. Nice win. Vlahovic does get... No, caught that! Frustrating.
No, he pulled him. He pulled him.
Oh, okay.
I saw it. He grabbed and tugged him right in front of the referee.
All right.
It's smart, right? It's going to be one of those things. It's a smart thing for Dusan to do, but he kind of made it a little bit obvious there.
They're trying to get that counterattack going. It's not quite linking up yet, but there's space there on the counter.
The issue is it's going to be very, very decisive on whether it's going to be McKennie or Cambiaso to launch it. I don't have faith in this left side. I think this left side is going to sit a little bit deeper than you normally want them to play, but right now our left side is our weak side, and ironically, I don't see Inter really exploiting it as much as I would think they would.
Dangerous cross there, but kicked into the side of the net.
Because
does Gotti do enough there?
And this is kind of where I have a little bit of frustration with Federico Gotti. Why is he marking Bremer? Because you can see right here on the replay with his face, like, oh shit. Like,
yeah,
I didn't expect
he lost to Marco a little bit.
You got to watch that far post. I mean, he needs to
a yellow
far post. I warned you. I told you. He's got to relax. He has to relax. This is that immaturity that's coming in. Don't talk back to the referee. Take the card, shut the hell up, and just keep playing.
But that's how he got a yellow, though?
He tugged him and threw a Terbi down, and then he dissented. So his reaction to the referee calling the foul is what gave him a card.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this ref is soft. Like you can tell in his face that he doesn't like being told because his mother jerked him off too much when he was younger. I am remembering that. I still dislike this ref. I don't think he's like a lopsided interesty, but he's just mostly a bitch.
Like, I said this, and I'm going to keep saying this. Do not give the ref. It's a motto. It's going to be the motto we're going to use here.
Yeah,
Stop
and these are one of
giving
those
the
refs.
referees a margin of degree to call shit on you.
This is the kind of ref that will, because he gets hurt feelings. He's the kind of guy that, like, if you say post something on X, and then you disagree with it, they delete the post.
Yeah, like, guys, you can get mad at me all you want by saying, "Dude, you need to be aggressive." And yet, there's a time and a place. Right now, you're in enemy territory. There is only Chiesa as an alternative on the bench for you guys. You get yourself yellow carded. You can't play aggressive, and you can't be a little bit. You have to be a little bit more conservative on your approach. And then now, if you're dissenting and you're acting like a crybaby, you've just put yourself in a worse situation. You get another yellow card because you might have to stop a counterattack or something. You've really screwed us over. So relax.
Lautaro almost getting a good chance there, but Kamiyasu gets in the way now. More chances for Inter. They pile up. Another one. Okay, the last thing we need to do something to do is smoke a joint. We have enough doping things going on.
Right?
And Tech collects.
He's like, something.
20
He's like,
minutes.
if I don't score, Vanya will leave me.
Oh, give away. Loca has to push it out for a throw.
That's a very, very poor distribution. Very poor.
And DeMarco will with another throw-in. Lautaro yelling a whole bunch. Oh, what a header. But no way through on that one either. Can't clear the ball. That's going to be an issue.
Yeah. You're going to have to clear it to start the counterattack. You're going to have to be decisive with this. But defensively, the game plan, I think you can see the game plan here. Force them to go up high. Don't give them anything through the middle. See, again, with Chanalogu having to force the ball out wide to Darmian. Look, if it's Bremer versus Thuram in a strength contest, I'm going to like my chances with Bremer here. But Inter really just kind of yeeting balls into the box, and it's just Juve's just hiding their chances. Go ahead, Dave.
Here's a counter now. Mac, bit of space on the right, waiting for some support. Crosses in. Vlahovic, he's in a sea of blue. Just the team didn't come back for that.
Nope. I think McKennie might have delayed that a little bit too much instead of just firing it.
Well, Inter did well to drop back into shape.
They are a little bit. Yeah, our guys are a little bit rattled here. There is a bit of rattling going on right now. The hesitation for McKennie for the cross there. Dusan's got to relax, man. You got to relax.
My God, Lautaro is such a cunt. Like, there was hardly anything there.
He's used to taking it in the back. I don't understand why he's wallowing.
He got it in his front thigh. It was thigh to thigh.
That's really
I hate this
minimal
guy.
contact. Fucking Bert. Fucking Bert.
Such a slut.
All right, Inter on the back again here. I'm fine with Inter playing this sideways ball here, sideways FC, side pass FC, because again, in the air, I'm very confident with what we're capable of. My only concern is whether or not Gatti loses track of somebody, because playing it in the air kind of helps Danilo and Kostic out a lot because it's not a concisive through ball or beating them on the side with pace. So that, their weakness is that positioning and that pace. And oh wow. Barella tackles Rabiot and tells him to get up quickly, but when Barella gets tackled, he's sitting, and that's like even a worse tackle.
Yeah, through the back.
That's hilarious. It's okay, Inter. You'll have to sell Barella to Liverpool next summer.
Most likely, yeah. Maybe he'll learn to be a man in England.
I don't think he'll do well in England. I think he'll get manhandled.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Brexit ball will kill him. All right, I got to say it how Misak says it. Brexit ball.
Juve with it now, though, finally, after a long spell. Yildiz gives it away.
That's a very,
And Inter again. Long ball to DeMarco down the left. Cross in. And wow. Thuram should have put that in the back of the net.
that's actually a good stick by Bremer. That's
just
a very
dribbles.
good stick by Bremer. Bremer's able to poke it, essentially throw its trajectory off completely there, but that's a very good stick by Bremer. That is goal line clearance, and
That was danger close.
my dude is nonchalantly getting back up and looking like nothing happened.
Kostic, though, working on his left. Yildiz. Loka crosses Mac on the right.
We got that there. Let's see if we can force some boxes in the cross and win some 50-50 balls in the air.
Yeah, they're not too ambitious here. Not the worst to just settle things down, get your heart rate settled, but maybe make something if you can. Loka, he had a bit of a pock to run into. Cut back. Not overcommitting.
No, not at all.
It is still only 25 minutes. It almost feels like we've been here for a while already.
I know, it feels like it's already been an hour, but looking at from the play that Juventus is doing, they're holding the ball, they're trying to force Thuram to run around a little bit, try to catch them out of position, because if you can see how Inter is moving, they're trying to press as far as triangle pressing. So what Juve is trying to do is they're trying to see who reacts to who, if there's any man marking assignments, is there any specialty movements that the players on the Inter side are going to do when Juve have possession. So I think they're trying to figure that out right now. And then you'll start seeing a little bit more incisiveness moving forward. But like I said, it's a battle of attrition. They're waiting to see who slips first.
There was a bit of a slip back. Almost got a bit of a runaway, but couldn't quite control on his feet. You may maintain it, though, and Loka's looking to distribute.
McKennie is really out of position. Danilo's trying to orchestrate McKennie to be as a left wing back, but now you have McKennie and Kostic on the left. So Juve have to be very careful here. This is that slip where if they really turn possession over, they're in serious trouble. So it looks like they're going to, so it looks like Juve are playing the ball back to Szczesny so all the players can reset in their proper positions here, because they don't want to risk it.
Doing well, though, to lose his man. He's battling on the left.
That's a Meg. That's a filthy Meg. He took Darmian to school with that one. Hit him with the chicken teriyaki there. That was a chicken teriyaki fried rice.
Kostic might be fired up today. He's battling.
He's sitting there. He hit him with the fried rice. That's what that was. He sauteed him and then went right through him. Mamma mia. I just said Mamma Mia, and I'm quoting an Asian cuisine, Asian dish. Should have just been like, hit him with the Alfredo.
It's fusion. I don't know. Yildiz gets held back and does draw a foul. Barella.
So this is what Juve's got to do, right? They've got to over-exaggerate tugs and pulls now, because that's what Lautaro and company are doing. Barella's pissed off about it because Barella knows he would do the same exact shit. But you see right there, arm on the shoulder, you got to draw that sucker out. And Gatti playing DeMarco onside there.
They just showed that Bremer saved the day there.
That's
just
a hell
enough.
of a poke. That's a hell of a poke. And I just love it. He just got back up and was just like, all right, cool.
Inter on the turn now. Trying to catch Juve out.
Gotta be careful when we're dribbling like that, Cambiaso. You turn the ball over, now you've got an odd man rush on this left side of the field.
Martinez looking for a call. What is the call? They called a hand? On Lautaro?
Yes, they're calling a handball on Lautaro Martinez.
Yep. Yeah, his arm was extended.
Hey! Whoa! That ref tapped his titty. Yeah, that's a hand. He's handling it with his hand. Offensive handball. So that negates the, and even that's a soft foul. Danilo pokes the ball there. There's no foul for a penalty. But yeah, they're calling that right there. So he overextended his arm out to try to trap the ball. So they're calling it as an offensive handball on Lautaro Martinez.
So that's a decent call.
Yeah, I think Gatti is going to have some issues here coming in with DeMarco and Lautaro on that left side, or on our right side, Inter's left side.
Yeah, it is looking a little shaky at the moment.
Yeah, McKennie and Cambiasso are going to need to do a little bit better as far as coverage. I mean, Cambiasso with a really stupid turnover there that really exposed it. So it's not saying that, Gatti himself is the issue there, but it was a turnover that we got to be careful with committing.
Juve doing decent in possession now, though. Loco with a fancy a hook pass almost. It looked like he just scooped it to his right.
Yeah, McKennie's a little bit in trouble here. He's got to stall the play because there's no one there on the right side.
Brings it back to Tech. Lots of press by Inter.
Yeah, Inter doing very well to maintain the lines. They're not really giving you a very poor touch by Tech there. Forces a turnover. It's good. Get in with some hard tackles. That's what I like to see. Clean, hard tackles.
I think he just completely missed. Worked out in the end. Well, Juve's down in their shape. Now it's Inter that are kind of tentative. Half hour in, I don't think they like this much possession either.
Yeah, they're not really sure with what to do with it, right? Because they're kind of just looking around, just moving it to the sides. They're trying to force stuff through the middle, but even then, it's just becoming a turnover. So, like I said, this is going to be a game of attrition. Like this first half is going to be, the opening body shots, pot shots, etc., where I don't see anybody being curious enough to really go out and adventure in this game. If we see a goal this half, it's going to be more so because someone made an error and the other team capitalized on it. But as far as like a full breakdown of the other team's defense, I don't really see it. I just haven't seen it.
Mac
yet.
moving in now. He's got some space and some support. Right down the center. Vlahovic, heavy touch. That was too heavy a touch. I believe he's winning a corner here. Good run by Mac, though. That's Mac just...
Oh, my goodness. That's a perfect ball for a one-timer.
I can see the touch, but man, it was heavy. Like just a subtle, just to settle it down that one little bit. I kind of get what he was trying to do, but it did not work out whatsoever. Kostic and Yildiz stepping over the ball on the left corner.
Ooh, that one's tough. Oh, that one's
Kostic
tough.
scoops it. Ball's still in the mixer, not cleared away. Ooh, Danilo is getting a yellow. That's definitely a yellow.
He has to. Well, hit the ball, but I mean, I understand the yellow because it's the stuff of an attack.
What is the phone's going off all over the place, guys? Stop! I've got to shut this phone off. It's
Stop
ridiculous.
texting us.
I know. Just stop. Watch the game. Stop telling me what's going on. I'm watching it clearly. Like fuck. Ridiculous. All right. Now that my phone's off.
Damn it. I hope that opportunity doesn't bite us in the ass.
The fact that we've created opportunities out of absolutely nothing at this point is a decent sign.
Gosh, that's
it's a hard miss, but
that's on his, because you had Yildiz on the right as well that was breaking free too, so he had two options, and McKennie made the right decision.
He did. Vlahovic fucked it up. That being said, though, I'm going to say we had the most. We'll see what the XG says, but probably the closest chance to the match because Brewer. I mean, that was a nice defensive move. This one was us screwing up. Like, that should have been in. So the fact that we have little possession, little control of this match, and we've created a chance like that, I'm going to take that as a positive right now because we're going Allegri ball all the way, and we know why we're doing it.
You have to.
And
This is one of those games you have to.
I know a couple people in the chat are complaining about Allegri ball, but find me a better tactic.
Yeah.
Because if you played more open, as we see here, Inter, big tackle, no call, they're just going to fall all over the ground at this point, just looking for anything, because Inter don't play real ball, they play pussy ball. Crosses in. That's not a handball, come on. Cambiasso walking away with it. Still with it. Yield is Cambiasso. Here's a counter. Kostic cutting in. He's slow. He's slow, though. What is he going to do? Again, wins the corner.
Put him on skates. Did you see how he put Chanalogu on skates? That's hilarious. He put Chanalogu's ass on the ground. Wow.
Nice. Okay, guys, like, this game might have a little bit of an opening in it.
You're starting to see the chinks in the armor.
Oh, man, Cambiasso had, like, his hands, like he was making himself trying to have tits. That's how tight his hands were into his body.
I was going to say, how the hell is that a handball? Square in the sternum.
It's like grabbing his nuts.
I wish they showed Yildiz putting Chanalogu on skates. That shit was hilarious.
Cross in. No, doesn't make it. But Cambiasso collects. It's okay. Still have the ball. 10 minutes left this half. Wide to Kostic, who's had a decent game, just tries to dump it into the box. Advantage given to Inter as well, and they will just take the ball back. And
I'm a little bit concerned that Dusan might have lost his head. Allegri's got to pull him in at halftime and tell him to chill the hell out.
yeah, there's definitely going to be a halftime talk with him.
Because that touches the Dusan that you and I were getting pissed off prior to January.
Yeah. That being said, those 20 minutes could chill him out.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it. That coffee's gone right through me.
All right.
Cross
here we
in.
go.
Oh, it's in.
Well, that just sounded anticlimactic.
Oh, wow. Whistle.
What the hell was
I don't know.
that?
Let's hold on. I don't know what happened there. There was a cross.
Like Pavard scissor kicked?
I think he missed it, though.
I
don't know.
like he scissor kicked it, then Thuram ran into it.
I think so.
Kinda
Yeah, he
wanna see a
completely
replay.
missed it, and Thuram got it on his head.
Oh, Gotti, come on.
Gotti. Oh, that's a shitty one.
Yeah, that went off Gotti's shirt. That went off Gotti.
Oh, it did too.
Gotti own gold it.
Fuck me. And those are going to be the goals that you get in these games. Is that kind of trash?
There's a slip.
Checking goal.
Or, dare I say we get one in our favor? Do
We're
we?
checking to see if it went off Thuram's hand.
Do we? Maybe we
He's
can get a
walking
break.
to the screen. No, he's not. He's giving it. No, he gave the goal.
You mean Irati gave the goal?
Yeah, Irati did because he never did actually go over to the screen.
No,
I don't know
that's
if it
the-
went off his hand, though. I think they were just checking on spec.
Maybe.
Anyways, there's the first one.
Yep.
That's too bad because we were starting to open that game up.
I know. Well, it's kind of frustrating because it's like You see what happens though with Dusan in that touch. Now he doesn't create that chance, doesn't score that goal completely. It's a 1-goal swing the opposite direction. It's a battle of attrition. We slipped, unfortunately, because even Bremer got confused with that scissor kick, which I'm surprised why Bremer moved out of the way. Like, you see him hold up his run when he scissor kicked it. I thought maybe he thought that Tech would have got it, and then Gatti kind of chests it towards Tech, but Tech's already watching near post, so I don't know. That was unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Now we're going to have to see Juve come in the second half because I don't see Juve changing anything in the next 7-8 minutes. Yildiz cold, Dusan cold this first half. They got to do it, man. Now Inter's going to shithouse ball you for the next 45 minutes and stall for time.
Yep. Yes, they are. So let's try to get one back. The only way to open it back up is try to, I don't know, can't open this.
Yeah, you're going to have to you're going to have to try something here now because going into halftime down 1-0 is not a good feeling. I mean, obviously don't make it worse, but they got to do something here. And our forwards, they got to show up, man.
Yeah.
Because that chance that Dusan heavy Lukaku touched-esque it might be pretty big, and Inter made us pay for it by getting a sweaty goal on their end.
And that's just it, right? They got their lucky goal. Probably didn't really deserve it in that passage of play.
No, not at all.
And yeah, I mean we gotta finish. That's the difference between the first place team and the second place team sometimes, right?
Yeah, and it's a battle of attrition. You're not going to get as many chances as you would like in these games. You just have to make the best out of all of them. So now, you see Inter's delaying, taking the ball, and it's Gatti, man. You gotta. That's what irritates me is like Thuram beat him on the outside on that play. Like, absolutely beat him as far as positioning goes. Like, I love him for his intensity, but today we saw it. It was evident when we play against a big team or a team that's really going at you, he forgets where he is some of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, he loses his awareness out of position. Or he's just not quick enough to keep up. Maybe a combo.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I kind of had a bad feeling. I didn't want to say it because I love the guy, but like I would have liked Oregani today.
Yeah, I mean, even the issue that I have is like Thuram already beat him. So it's like him trying to get in front of Thuram isn't going to do anything at that point. Like, if that ball fell to Thuram's tapping it in, but he tried to overtake him for no reason and then ends up hitting it into his own net because he hit that ball with pace into his own net. That wasn't just a light love tap.
Yeah. Anyways, let's not dwell on it. Couple minutes left. Let's try to catch one out. That's all they can do is push for a few minutes before they get a break. How do you forget about Walgani, man? You always got Walgani. So he's always waiting.
We covered him on the Tinfoil Hat Show. he had a segment dedicated to him.
Nice win by Bremer stepping up and a bad pass. And Bremer's out of position now. Gatti cutting that pass out. But yeah, good play by Bremer, but then the offense just throws it away. And it's been Yildiz a couple times tonight. Rabiot, Kostic, cross in, and cleared off.
It's delayed, very delayed offensive movement. Very delayed.
Come on, the scoop in by Loka doesn't make its mark, but good thinking. Bremer, Mark and Thuram, they're doing well. Put it out for a throw.
God, I just hate. I'm sorry. The number one punchable face for me is Inzaghi.
Yeah, what's he bitching about?
I don't know. He's just an idiot.
Yeah, everything is just a little bit slow.
Yeah, it's about a second to two off. And here I thought my stream was a delay, but Juve's more of a delay than my stream with Dave's. But, man.
Yeah.
Inter really just trying to kill off the half here. Juve not really
Spot.
throwing any adventurous, but yeah, it's just been poor. Yildiz has been poor. Dusan's been. Look, and that's that fumble is going to be shown across the entire. That's going to be the thing that they're going to hold on him now.
I think, yeah, you need a Chiesa in this match because he's going to Barella the shit out of it and maybe draw a couple penalties.
Yeah, well, and then, the people that were throwing up in arms against Yildiz not starting against Empoli. Okay, great. He started against Inter. This is a higher profile match. And it's like, he's still a kid, right? People got to temper their expectations.
It's good to see him getting this test. And it's not like he's a travesty, but he has made a couple bad passes, killed the attack, and has been great.
Yeah. Yeah, Inter shithousing it until the halftime, essentially just winning cheap throw-ins or corny throw-ins, and Darmian Allegri pushes Darmian off him.
Get off! That guy's disgusting.
He's like, I don't like you at all.
He looks like Kylo Ren.
Does that count? Yes, that's actually a very.
And
Adam
I never
Driver.
liked him because he's such an ugly bastard.
Looks like Adam Driver. So that goal doesn't count as a shot. So that means Inter scored without a shot. That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
All right, 1 minute of extra time.
Goal.
So, damn it. Oh man.
We don't know yet. We haven't seen him play. But if you want to think what we might think we know, then
we got like 4 videos on, 2 videos on.
Yeah, just gotta catch up, man.
You gotta catch up, bro.
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can just glance at FOTMob stats real quick.
Yeah, get that preloaded, and I'll let you monologue some stats as I drain the faucet.
Wow, you are not gonna like these.
I don't care.
Yeah, you're not gonna like it. I'm just
Mac crossing, and it doesn't make its mark
again.
That should be it. There's a counterattack by Inter here, but the minute is up. They're letting them play it through, apparently. No. There it is. There's the half. There is the half. It's 1-0. I mean, it's not a disaster class by any means.
It's a travesty. What are you talking about? Allegri not playing aggressive and blah, 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 blah. I hate life, blah, blah, blah. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. He just kind of just bounced off on me like that. All right. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. All right, guys, let's sit here and let's have some fun here. Let's talk halftime talk here. That's funny. Yildiz should just score a 40-yard screamer, Oh, that's funny. No, but why not? No, I'm kidding. All right, so let's view this tab here. We'll throw this. Oh, he's got this setting on here. That's why. All right, so we'll go over some FOTMob Rootski here. All righty. So looking at the stats here, so 1-0. I'm going to probably move this so I look like I'm actually looking at you guys somewhat instead of not, because my camera's here. I have my stat screen here. The game is here. So let me do this for the time being. All right, so looking at the numbers here, so we've got the 1-0 halftime. This one kind of surprised me a little bit that Inter have an expected goal of 1 to Juve's 0.12. I understand the 0.12, but I'm surprised they didn't give Dusan a little bit of more ump, even though he fumbled it there. But 9 total shots compared to our 2. We have not gotten a single shot on target to their 1. They didn't count that as a big chance, though, apparently. So that's interesting. Inter have got about 108 more passes, 109 more passes than us. They beat us in the corners, and we're actually 5 apiece on fouls, but we have 2 yellows to their not. Obviously, I think the LVP of the match is Gatti. I mean, it's not doing well. It is no bueno there. McKennie, I think McKennie right now is one of the few that's been playing very well. Kostic, there's not any any huge expectations on him. I don't have any. I think right now is just don't fuck up in a sense. Yield is not a disaster class, not an amazing class, as Mr. Enigma says. Why not just score a 40-yard screamer? Oh man, I'm just yanking your chains. Is this an ideal start? No. Is it the end of the match? Game over? Pack it up? I doubt it, but I think it's going to be more so a draw if you are able to pull one back. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw at this point. I don't expect us to go 2-1, even though it's possible, but I think it's going to be one of those games where, because you look at Inter, even with the goal that they got, it wasn't really anything as far as a breakdown of play on their end. It's just more so, let's throw something here and see if it works. And unfortunately, it worked for them. So you're going to probably have one or two clear chances in the second half. So let's catch up with you guys here. So we got Giovanni that's saying ciao, ciao, buonasera. Hi, buddy. We haven't seen you in a while. Ellie, haha, P-break. He just absolutely drained the Anaconda. KB, dude's an OG, the doers of our own demise. Weird analogy. Dan says, Dave got excited of talking about Chale. That's why he disappeared. Ellie saying, looking at the game, we'll probably play for a 1-1. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking so as well. Frankie coming in saying, obviously not the next game because Danilo's going to miss it, but my boy Gatti really need a reality check. He needs to hold the bench a bit. Find his game. He looks unlike before. Vincenzo says, I wish we converted that McKennie-Vlahovic play. I think we were all at that point, right? Unfortunately, the old Dusan came back in that play. Goose saying Dusan's touch, facepalm. Helicopter says Yildiz out, Chiesa in. Jeff saying effing Gatti. Ellie saying McKennie on fire. The rest has been mediocre, which is kind of interesting, right? Vincenzo says that Bremer save was incredible. Absolutely. Kostic out, Weah in. I think that might be something he needs to seriously think about doing. Throw Cambias on the left, throw Weah on the right. KB says that is likely case. I agree with the helicopter. McKennie and Loca, only ones doing anything right now. Vinny says, MC, Big Mac looks good. Frankie says, well, even Kostic is at least doing his job, which isn't really much. David says, we want Chale. We want Chale to hop in.
I mean, at this point, fuck it, let's go. Let's do it.
Just
Send him in. Send him in, coach. Let's get her done.
Yeah, sub out Gotzi. Throw in that Jallo guy. Throw in Jallo. Take Gotzi out.
You at English.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going.
We're going hoser, man. I thought we were going hoser.
Oh, we're doing the hoser. For some reason, I just had like a brain fart. Okay.
Put on your toot going, bud.
This, we're getting a toot on this Cambiasso. He's a bit of a ghost. Just absolutely booing all over the place. And Vincenzo says here, so the Dusan got his shirt pulled and got a yellow card. Yeah, the problem is I think he dissented. He probably shouted something at the ref. And you got it. And like I said, you have to be careful. Because I'm pretty sure he told the ref some kind of expletive. And the ref was like, oh, you going to yell in my face? Okay, cool. I got you. Like that. We got to be careful with that shit.
An expletive, eh? I like how you added some syllables.
I tried. Also, Bonetti stroking that merda. I mean, well,
real just stick the shit stick. Yeah,
everybody on that segment does.
Come on,
I
Frankie.
hate that segment. Vanya got to be called to the locker room. Bring that bitch in. Sal says Kostic and Loca doing well too, but West definitely MVP. Absolutely.
And West got stepped on early on too.
Why is the halftime show actually saying Juve can fight back using our bench? What the F is Paramount saying? Saying something positive.
Well, I mean, it's true. We can. Our bench is decent.
We can. And Frankie says, handy for Ducey at the half. He needs more than a handy. I think that dude needs a joint. Guy's got to relax. Because that was a stiff touch. Very stiff.
Mm-hmm.
So
very stiff. So
very stiff.
The numbers that I didn't want to see. What was it in particular? Did you?
Oh, they have an expected goal of 1.
Oh, okay.
Like, seriously, I did not expect that.
And we're at 0.12. I would have figured it'd be a bit higher than that.
I would expect it. I thought it would be, but yikes. It's just,
that's excited.
We got to remember, right? We got to remember, they didn't break us down. Gatti just forgot to do what he's supposed to do. It wasn't that, oh my God, they skinned us and it's, oh, we're getting destroyed and yada, yada, yada. That's not the case at all. It's there. The opportunities are there. It's just we're not executing. We have to execute. Like
Yep.
it's we gotta execute, relax, execute. This is one of the risks that we run with a young team. They might, they might stumble and choke a little bit because of the moment, but they gotta relax, bring it back down. Try to get that one right now because, look, my expectations, the goalposts have changed for this game. Don't go for the win, just go for a tie at this point. If you get a quick equalizer, then we can talk about it differently. But they got to figure out a way to make this 1-1 because, guys, 7-point gap, even though it's early, air quotes, early, a 7-point gap is going to be very, very difficult. Extremely.
It will. I mean, Milan is still a distance, but yeah, now you're actually talking about finishing second, third instead of first, second.
Yeah.
But again, we're not really necessarily focused about that. We got 45 minutes to play. I don't necessarily care. There's so many what ifs. There's so many. It's match day 23.
So I kind of want to touch on this. So I don't really feel that it's Gotti's fault. How did Pavard get a free swing? Pavard didn't even hit it. Pavard
Yeah.
didn't even touch the ball. So there's two issues there, right? So one, Bremer essentially choking up on his run. The reason why I'm pinning it on Gatti is Gatti, when you're in the box, you are not supposed to let the opposing player take you on the inside. So Thuram took him on the inside, so he effectively took Gatti out of that play. So there's no way in hell Gatti is going to stop him. If he does, it's more than likely an own goal, and that's what the situation is, right? So when you are a defender and you have a runner coming at you, you want to be tight and inside, not where Gatti was on the outside, because how are you going to stop Thuram if that ball isn't stopped? So there's two errors there, right? So number one, Bremer misread that scissor kick that he was doing, that Pavard tried to do, but Pavard absolutely whiffed the ball. No contact whatsoever. Two, you have a runner coming at you in the box. You let him take you on the inside. You have effectively taken yourself out of the play. Tactically, as a coach, I've always told my defenders, never let an offensive player take you on the inside. If he takes away your inside, the only thing that you're going to hope is if that ball is across and it goes over him, you have a chance at winning it. But when he takes you on the inside, you've effectively been out of the play. You're dead. It's one of those things where you're already dead. And
yeah,
guys,
he had a bad half altogether.
it is. Well, and then someone's telling me about the tie here. Go for a tie. That's not very Juventus. Dude, we're down right now. You have to get the tie first. You have to. Like I said, if we get an equalizer early, then it changes the script. But right now, how we're playing and how we're trying to break through, that might be the only thing you can get right now. We got to be honest here. Like, I want to be positive and bells and whistle, but it's one of those things right now. It's not an ideal situation. You haven't really created much. Your 80 million striker lost his head by getting a yellow card for dissent and then taking a stiff touch. We got to keep it 100% here. If we were cutting through chances, like if, we had an expected goals of 0.8 or 0.9, okay, I'm liking my chops. But right now, the only player that's shown up is Bremer and McKennie. It's the honest truth. Do I want to say this? No, I don't want to, but we gotta call a spade here.
Why do we only ever call the spades? Can't we call the hearts or the?
We want to call a diamond a
diamonds?
diamond?
Yeah, why not?
I'm fine
Why
with that.
Why did the spades get all the love?
Yeah.
I sometimes wonder how people make these things up. I'm deflecting. So, yeah, we got 45 minutes. Let's not freak out. Let's just try to enjoy it.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
It's gonna be tense, but let's enjoy it.
We will. And look, right now the goalpost is a tie. That is the goalpost for right now. We can change the goalpost. The goalpost isn't something that has to be hard struck onto something. If we're able to get something going right now in the first 15, 20 minutes, pineapple pizza is still pizza.
Yeah. To bring the mood up for my anime peeps, new solo leveling in Classroom of the Elite was fire. Cool. I don't know what you're talking about. Fina La Fine, I know what you're talking about. I love how Dash caught some color after defending his position. Oh, did he get some color?
Did I?
Nice.
Might just be the tint.
Nice. He's getting fiery. Gun fired up. It's what we like. Fiery dash. So solo leveling is the name. It's just such a weird sounding name.
It's all anime. All animes have a weird
Solo leveling, like, what? He's just there in a room by himself, leveling up.
vigorously.
I don't know, man.
Vigorously. Yeah.
Sounds like into some weird stuff. So, ooh, there is Rugani. Speaking of into some weird stuff, I could only imagine with the kind of lady friend that he keeps around.
Yeah.
Oh man, we need this half to start.
I know.
This halftime.
You know what I
is
should
dragging.
do? I should just drop off and do a random boomer break just to piss you off. No, I'm just kidding.
No, do it if you need to do it.
I've been holding it in.
Don't hold it in. Go, jeez.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why he'd hold it in. That's just weird. And if you gotta go, you gotta go. I mean, within reason, but that's why they have halftime breaks. If they gotta go, just do it. It's not like he didn't leave me alone for the first half hour of the stream, right? So, what difference is it now with the halftime? All right. Who would you fight in this roster? I mean, who would I fight? Like actually fight? Who would I want to fight? Chiesa, because I'd probably win. Yeah, I'd fight Chiesa because I can beat him. Or Moretti. I think I can beat Moretti. Yeah, Chiesa's definitely going to be coming in for Yildiz at some point. Yildiz hasn't had a great showing, so he's warming up. I don't see why not. Okay, I guess I answered that one correctly. Man, like there's some halves where it's just, I don't know. It seems like it's too short, you know? And well, that was quick.
What?
Yeah, I was just saying how there's some halves that feel like so short and you don't have enough time, and then this one's like, really? Like, I took a piss. Man, I stirred my osobuco. You could have taken way more time. Yes, this is going to be, I'm hoping a perfect Sunday, right? Because I do have the osobuco. I got it in by 10 a.m. this morning, so it's going to be stewing so long. Oh, it's going to be good. So good.
So I'm reading some stuff here, and people are saying that we approached this game unacceptably, and I want to know why.
They won't tell you why. They just have an opinion.
Like I don't understand that, because it's just like, what else could you expect? Yildiz was missing passes. Dusan was missing. It was a conglomerate effort. Like, this is Juventus, and we need to, like, guys, you're going into a cauldron right now. Like, I sit here and I question some takes like that where I'm like, has this person actually played like organized sports in their lives? Like,
Sports.
when I played, like, I hated playing into, like, for example, there's some places that I've played against where their home fans were a pain in the ass. Like, that's one of the most annoying things ever, playing in an opposing crowd. That used to piss me off when I played. That's why I would always taunt the crowd after I'd score. But, like, it's very posh. I don't know. It's just very naive.
Is Inzaghi wearing a woman's jacket?
Yes. It's the only size I can fit him.
Shirley's saying la sugar. So I saw that you typed that in on Rabona's video. Are you just like putting that everywhere? Because I don't know if anybody else understands that reference.
I think that might just be an inside thing for us.
That was a last season reference.
Yeah. Dave says we didn't. We approached this game like the first leg. We just scored our chance and then got arrogant. Yeah. And then Pierre says, I know what you're talking about. He hates Allegri. Simple. He just wants to yell about Allegri. The second things aren't going to plan. He's the only reason we were ever bad.
I don't think that's an individual. I mean, what I'm saying is I think a few people or like that is not necessarily one person.
Yeah, I think there's just a consensus, right? Where like I don't know. I don't understand it because it's like why it's a sport and you're a sport like we're sports fans. I don't know why we're taking on the straw man arguments, right? Because like
What sport? This is sport? What is
oh,
this?
this is sport. I thought this was tribalism. But yeah, it's just I don't know. Like for me, it's like you're going into an enemy cauldron. They have the ultra tickets. I think they invested like $20,000. Like the Inter Ultras invested $20,000 into some shit that they're doing at the stadium. It's not easy to play in, especially when this team is, as Sal is saying, very, very young and raw. And that just sounds super dirty coming off my mouth. But anyways, back to the second half.
Kickoff! I will sync up the time for you guys as well.
So let's see how we approach the second half. I mean, look, if we're able to pull some chances, some opportunities within the first 5 to 10 minutes, I think we're going to start cooking with some oil.
I mean, sometimes a nice dry roast is good to have, but I'll throw a little bit of oil into this one.
And get some minced garlic. Make some pasta bolognese.
Well, I made my ossobuco though today. It's like, oh, just killing it. I love it.
I'm planning on making an Alfredo after this.
White sauce, no, it's I feed myself for like 2 weeks with that pot. It's just so good.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just for some reason, maybe it's just I've grown out of it or something. But I'm not a big fan of the marinara sauces, like any kind of tomato-based sauce. Like I've made drunken sauce, I've made bolognese, I've made traditional marinara, and it's just like I don't know.
Haven't had this. Yeah, listen, if I ever have the opportunity, I'll make you my sauce, and you'll see. You'll see.
Like for some reason, I've just been messing around with the Alfredo. Like I've just because obviously I don't buy the pre-made Alfredo. I actually make it from scratch because like the actual pre-bought Alfredo is like disgusting.
Yeah, it's not.
It tastes like leather. It tastes like leather.
It's weird.
I like bought one just because I was like, Prego Alfredo sauce, and then
Prego.
Yeah. And I was just like, I sniffed it. I was like, what the hell?
Okay, it's too early in the half to already be talking about food. Especially since as soon as I'm done this stream, all I gotta do is boil a pot of water. It's like the noodles made. Oh boy! And the bottle of wine's already open because about a quarter of it goes into the sauce. You gotta deglaze,
No, absolutely.
A heavy deglaze. Like a thick deglaze of wine.
Super thick. Thick with 3 C's.
And they've been doing a braised oxtail today.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're always up to something. Always up to something. But yeah, I do it as a braised. Braised is how it's done. I love it. Where is Kevin Mack? In Turin, not in Milan this evening.
He is with his daughter.
He's complaining about the team in the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, there's the first couple minutes done. That was a handball on the... I couldn't... I almost said his name, and then I just didn't.
Chanologu.
Oh man, I just can't say his name. Man, the quadriceps on Bremer.
Did you no, I think you're a few seconds behind. I was gonna say there's a good forecheck or a good hip check there that you're about to see.
On Dusan, the hip check there?
Yeah. But like it's like again, he's gotta relax.
Yeah.
He's gotta relax.
No, we don't. If we had children, we wouldn't be able to do this. Because people with children don't have hobbies.
They do. It's just they
no, they don't.
They neglect.
They don't do anything cool or fun anymore.
Yeah, it's called watching sports. Dude. Damn, that's just actually anyone with kids, your life sucks. Ostracized.
It's like you used to be cool. And then you're like, let's have a chill. Let's have children. Let's be fun.
You used to be cool, but you forgot to pull out.
And then all you do is complain about how tired you are and how you don't get to do anything cool anymore. And I'm like, Cool.
Oh, hi, Carr. Hey, buddy. He says Vlahovic fought with this girl to be playing like this. That's
Taro on the ground complaining as well. No big surprise.
oh man. All right, first 5 minutes of the second half are in. Not really any sign of life coming out of Juve this first 5 minutes, but we'll see. I think this is kind of where I'm going to start looking at Allegri. Man, you're going to need to make a sub within the next 5 to 6 minutes, dude, because you're going to lose this game quite quickly. If he doesn't make a sub within the 55th minute, then you know he's playing for a tie.
What would you know about, like, unless, Sal, you're just talking about watching labor, watching this match like watching labor, because I don't think you've gone through labor.
No, we go through labor when we take a massive dump. You know, when it's just you can't plop it out. That's kind of
I'm pretty sure I have not taken a shit, and I've taken some big shits. I have not yet taken a shit the size of a child. It's different. Plus, I mean, different style of hole as well. There's differences there. Kidney stones. I heard they're bad. I haven't had one yet. Yeah, I have a bunch of nieces and nephews. So Sal, what you're saying, you still have fun. Good clear by DeMarco there. Rabiot jumping on the ball. Still with it. Finding room on the right. He's tripped up. Mkhitaryan immediately like, no. But Berleska says yellow.
Oh, it's the yellow! Yay! Inter finally got a yellow within like 20 matches. Oh my god! It's so bad we're celebrating yellow cards for these sleaze balls. That's how you know it's some bullshit.
Because as soon as he did it, he was like, no!
He's like, no, I pay you for no yellow.
See, look, he's not even on his feet yet. He's like, no!
Gosh, oh man. All right, here we go. Here's an opportunity. We gotta convert these opportunities.
Similar position where they scored, so.
Yeah. Very similar. Maybe if we get Gatti to do a fake scissor kick and for Acerbi to knock it in his own net, then it's, equivalent exchange. Let's see how this goes. Any minute now.
He is doing some cool, like, sprints on the spot. Warming up.
What happened?
Cross. Whistle. Wait for the whistle.
We're getting a retake? What in the ass?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Did he kick before there was a whistle? Did the crowd whistle? And
that would have been a terrible cross anyways.
Here comes the foam again. We got to refoam it.
Yeah, got to refoam it before we stick it in there. Make sure it's all lubed up.
You didn't even do a good job. It's almost a straight line. You got to curve that bitch. Come on, Maresca.
I know, Maresca. You put on mascara.
Jeez.
What's in the ass?
Cross in. That's very lofty. That was
what
bad.
In the ass?
That was bad.
Holy hell, that was
That
poor.
was bad.
Dude, you just had one job. Put that bitch in traffic. What the Oh man. Oh Jesus. That was a hell of a growl. That was an old man growl. Oh wait, was that Ellie or was that you?
Oh, that was me.
Oh, I thought that was Ellie. I was like, what the hell is she pissed off? Is she pissed off about the game too?
No, but we can speak each other's language. We know what's up. That's why she's here. She's like, I understand. I know how you feel. Here's a cross, low and driven, doesn't make it.
And Dusan's touch is gone today.
Oh, and now you're tired too, are you, girl? Yes, I know. It's terrorist ball today. I get it. And her tail whacking off the metal legs. Changalago. Gatti coming in with a heavy one. Well done.
Very slow. Super slow. Move the ball faster.
We're all on mushrooms.
It's like, yo. What's going on?
Honestly, though, like they should have some
This is-
psychedelic
yeah.
stuff going on here.
It's almost like the players are afraid to really go for it at this point. Like, you guys are down. Like, I need to see something here. Allegri. I said Allegri, not McKenny. All right, so I think, yeah, yikes.
Mac on the right. Up the center now from downtown, and it's up in the air.
That was a hell of a shot, and that was our only shot.
Oh, yeah. It's 55 minutes now. Let's maybe see some of those changes.
Yeah.
Another big yawn. Oh my.
DeMarco
Jeez.
kind of here with an opportunity. I'm surprised he shanks this.
Oh, wow.
Again,
Really?
Mkhitaryan and DeMarco both wide open on the side. Morata looking like he just creamed his pants.
Yeah, Anton, I never really wondered why, because it's exactly that. It's plastered all over their shit.
Well, like I said, it's a conflict of interest. Like, I've always thought that opinion, that it's a conflict of interest. I don't know how anyone thought that was a good idea.
Italy. Thought it was a good idea.
Italy takes a shit on themselves and they think it's a phenomenal idea.
Depends what you're into.
Yeah, this is not going well.
Another cross in. Bremer clears it off.
I need to see a substitution.
Yep.
I need to see subs, man, because this is not good. This is even flatter than the first half.
Yeah, Kie's been warming up for a while. Let's throw him in already.
I think you need to throw in Chiesa. I think you need to pull Kostic, put in Weah, throw Cambiaso on the left, and just
change it all up.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's just we need to hit him with pace and
Wow.
Antoine Ruse, cream.
Hakan with a volley launched it just wide. Lord Sandro. Oh boy. Well, maybe for Gatti. He hasn't had a great game. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Morata was a good one until he wasn't.
No, I think for him,
Until like
a lot of people forget some of the busts that he also did as well too prior to him leaving. Like Bernadeschi was a huge one.
no.
What did
Martinez trying to walk in, gets denied. Another close one. Kostic breaking out on the left. Oh, bad passing. Come on.
This was definitely this is poor execution. Oh my goodness, what? Like, I don't understand why Rabiot doesn't like. Who's he leaving that off for? That's to you.
I
Well,
think it was just like he was already at a full run and he just couldn't get onto it.
This is just poor passing.
And the guys are slow today as well, right? Like it's just everything.
Poor passing, not reactive. It's almost like they're not even here. Like
Another dangerous cross.
like they're so deflated after an own goal. It's astonishing to me.
It is a little crazy. It is. Like, come on. Somebody needs to get these guys lit up.
Somebody needs to kick him in the ass. Like, I'm sorry, Allegri, you got to read the script. Like, right now, you got to do something. Whether it's you put in Chiesa or something. Because
At
that's
this
the first.
point, I really wonder what he's waiting for. It's
Yeah,
58 minutes.
You know, this is the first missed pass that Inter have. Right there. That was their first missed pass. Like, where's the intensity right now, guys?
Oh, that's definitely a hold up. Yeah, call that one back. That was heavy. That was a bear hug.
Damn, what does it say to be like? Is it say to be trying to smash? Like, is he jealous that, you know? Like, is he like, I'm Vanya now?
And there's Inzaghi yelling. once again.
Damn, he grabbed him by the tit and everything. He really trying to grope Dusan. Yeah, we did beat him twice last year. Goose says the ref prepaid. I don't even think it's the ref this game.
No, it's not the ref.
There's not like, there's really no questionable calls here. Maybe like the Danilo one, but even then, it's like Dusan got dissent.
Big cross, Yildiz. Laid off, Kostic! Oh, it doesn't settle down, motherfucker. That would have just changed everything. Turn here, Cambiasso trying to cycle it back in.
Unlucky.
You got behind me again, too, didn't you?
I did. I purposely moved it. I had to, because like, you know, you gotta get the celebration and the reactions first. If I forget that you're behind, I'm like, oh my gosh, cream, and then it's just like, oh well, then Dave, you're
Oh,
just like,
what? No, jeez, guys, Jesus. Like, I don't even know. It's just like everyone's just not gonna go get the ball.
What? What?
Oh my God! Give it up! Oh, like Lord, just
end the game now. What is going on?
And of course, what, DeMarco on the ground crying after a super clean tackle? Get up, bitch! Let's go. Gatti moving it up. Yield is on the right now.
Make the substitutions. What the hell is taking him so long?
In. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm getting blue balls. Kenny crosses too much. Lays out to... no, Kostic, what are you doing? Ah, okay.
Dave's gonna smash his fucking computer by the end of this. Why can't one of you guys? That's a slow roller in the box. Take a effing touch.
Yield is losing it now. That's it. Get fired up, kid.
Dusan, take the fucking shot. He hit that and it was a slow roller in front of him. Just redirect it into the net. How is that? Why? He did it like... What is that? Dude.
Well, it is a corner.
That ball couldn't have been that fast for him not to redirect that into the net.
Yield is stepping up to this.
Do I have something to celebrate for? Can I please before, like, I might actually get some bleach myself.
Okay. Cross in. Head it up. Go, my lord.
Someone check Instagram and see if Vanya's still following Dusan. Why? Why are you taking... What are you doing? What was the point of that?
Oh, there I am. Nobody's like, come on, somebody.
Sub, Allegri, make substitutions. Make them.
Oh, come on. I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown at this point.
What is this? Like...
Cambiasso has been hot on the ball, but I think he's just getting overworked at this point. He's getting stretched out.
It's the goddamn Real Madrid links. It's the Real Madrid links. He got linked to Real Madrid, and he's like, shit, I got to stop playing football so I don't get sold. Oh.
Okay, Allegri and Landucci are talking, but let's see some action.
Make a sub, man. Like, make a substitution. You need pace on the wings. You need to get behind their defense and just run for a free loose ball. This buildup is not helping right now. They are not letting you build up properly. They are carving our midfield.
Well, as would be
Kostic lagging
expected.
behind, so it's forcing Yildiz to play out of position. Yildiz by himself. This is
Yeah, you need the pace.
we need to
Good
make
parry.
substitutions. This is the 64th minute. Are we just like this is to me it's like what are we doing?
Is Tech hurt?
Oh, we took a knee to the face. We got to put in the goat Pencilio.
I don't want to use my substitutions, though. That's a shitty thing. That'd be a shoulder. Hopefully he's okay. It's a good parry.
It's a nice ball too.
Way up. Thank fuck. There's the pace with Chiesa. There's all the pace.
Good lord.
Throw on Illing and just start throwing people forward.
So there's Timmy. There's
And Alcaraz. Yeah, fuck. Let's see an Alcaraz.
fuck. At this point, throw Charlie.
Yeah, there's Yildiz.
I would be shocked if he does, but fuck it at this point.
A lot of pressure on the kid today as well because they're throwing all sorts of stats. He could be the youngest Juve goal scorer in the derby. Blah, blah, all that crap. But way is on for Kostic. Chiesa, Yildiz. This is what we needed. 65 plus now.
So
A little bit later.
I'm looking at it right now where I'm expecting to see Cambiasso play as the left wing back, Way as the right, and McKennie's going to stay in the mid. That's what I'm looking at it from a tactical. But holy hell. That's what's so frustrating. We wasted 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
20 minutes, and now we're just like, oh, hey, let's chase the game a little bit now. If they don't exploit this wing with Weah and Chiesa on the left, I'm going to be extremely frustrated.
Oh, here's some space early on, Chiesa. That was a good control. Balkans just came at him in his feet. Oh, come on. Call that one back. That was right through Loca. Oh, he's giving him the finger. The Martinez. Yeah, Loca, you let him know. Working the left. Chiesa. Oh, that's Cambiasso. Jeez. Those Italian kids all look the same. Way out dribbling. Oh, man. Gatti! Oh, my. That went. Gatti. Just getting the loose ball. And that's not really who you wanted it to land on to. That wasn't too far off, to be honest.
I thought it took a deflection.
It might have taken a bit of a touch.
I thought it took a piece off of. Nope, right through. That's Acerbi. Right through him. Didn't even hit him.
Daniil saying, let's go, let's go. Keep it coming.
That's almost there. That was a nice hit. That was a very, as a car would say, a very juicy.
Juicy hit.
Well, at least we're seeing some sign of life here. I mean, it's not a shot on target, but it's better than what we saw earlier. Because holy hell, I don't even know what we were watching for a good chunk. But I still think those subs should have happened a lot earlier because now we're heading close to the final 20 minutes of the game. And like I said, this is either they play for the draw because I really doubt that there's a win in this game unless something crazy happens. Yeah, Dusan just gets bodied. Dusan, stop crying for the foul. Oh, shoot, I'm ahead of you again.
Yeah.
Damn it, Paramount Plus.
It's weird that it just jumps.
You can't even adjust it because their thing doesn't even work properly either. Like, I guess they blew all their playback money on the Inter sponsorship. That's why it's just a
What a save.
yeah.
Wow. What a save by Tech. That was looking dangerous again. I was sort of holding my breath. Okay, let's turn this ball upfield. I need to start seeing something. I need something. There's Rabbi. Okay. Dribbling it up. Way out. You got Mac on your right. There it is. Rabio just blocked off. That was not a great shot. Gatti sliding in, misses the tackle. It's Thuram and Bremer 1-on-1. Don't, if he tries to, do
Boom,
not give that.
That's a big boy tackle.
That was shoulder to shoulder. That was clean. He barely touched your bitch ass. Get off the ground.
Oh no, he touched him. That bitch is shoulder to shoulder. That's clean.
Yeah, it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying. He wasn't like going into him. It was just a shoulder.
He told his little ass to get big.
All right, 70 minutes. Still a bit way up. Crossing over, bringing it out wide to McKennie. The Americans like to work together down there on the right. Rabiot scooping one in. Vlahovic probably trying to draw a foul there. That's way too soft. Cross back to the right on Weah. He's looking for the cross. Doesn't get it. Rabiot again. Immediately blocked. And bounces back to Bremer.
Yeah.
Nice layoff to Weah. Mac brings it back. The cycle starts again on the right side. And overhits. Weah can't control it. And Inter will come away with it now on the counter. Thuram, DeMarco. Oh, wow. Everyone missed that cross, and it's back to Cambiasso. Tries to release Chiesa on the left side now. Pavard, does he lose him? Not quite. Crosses in. Vlahovic 1 times whiffs it. Straight to Sommer.
The one time, this one where he's supposed to take a touch, he doesn't, and then the other time where he's supposed to one time that he shoots. Oh man, I was afraid that something like that would happen, but I love this Bremer challenge, man. That's just a big boy tackle. Like, I love how Thuram was trying to sell that so damn hard, but it's like, nah, man.
Yeah, like it looked like Thuram was the one that was like getting his arm out first.
Yeah. No, he's trying to get the contact, but like, for example, if you're coming in and your shoulders are level, it's not a foul.
Yeah.
You're both running for the ball.
So DeMarco looks like he wore himself out. He's done. Carlos Augusto coming on, and Dumfries making his way on for Darmian.
Problem is, Mr. Enigma, we don't have anyone else to sub in for Dusan right now. Unless you sub in Charlie and you're just like, fuck it and throw him on. There's no one else to replace him.
Say you just toss Charlie on for 10 minutes and let him cook? I don't know.
Yeah, throw him on as a 9. It would just be weird, but you need something at this point.
He had been doing that for Southampton, apparently, as a false 9, yeah. That'd be interesting. I mean, if it's just a few minutes left, you can always toss a Hail Mary at it. Nice turn there by Vlahovic this time. Chiesa's double marked. Okay, space on the right, though. Weah.
Gets cut out there.
Can't get back on it. He's trying. Nice. Okay. The Rams going down again. Now he's getting frustrated. Wasn't really any contact there at all. He just tripped up himself.
Yeah.
He's playing centrally. Cambiasso finds it on the left. And the possession is building up a little bit. Long cross back to Weah. We're really relying on that right side.
Yeah, well, I mean, that left side is just not doing anything for us right now. And I mean, again, with these passes, it's just poor decision making on the players at this point. It's almost like these guys are choking. Like, it's almost they're all selling. It's like, I don't know. It's just, wow.
Oh my god.
It's just abysmal. Very, very abysmal.
It's tough. This is a tough one. Kenny, what an engine though. He's still going at it. And
Yeah.
Inter with it at the back. They'll be very slow, I think. They
Oh,
got 15
absolutely.
minutes.
Absolutely.
They'll take the 1-0. Let's not give it.
Very slow build up again. It's kind of frustrating. I don't really see the sense of urgency. At this point, if you concede and go down 2-0, it's fine. Just try to get the 1-1 at this point. Because, like, let's be honest, your goal differential doesn't really mean shit.
Rabiot. Not bad. No, I mean, at this point, you just have to try to get the points.
Yeah, it's
Screw
just
the
not.
differential.
Yeah, this is super frustrating.
Oh, let's change the topic a little bit. Of course,
Yeah.
if something comes up, we'll immediately change. But turns out people don't like our pre-recorded shows. So are we gonna actually do podcasts tomorrow, or are we just gonna go live?
I don't know. Do you want to go live? We could.
Ram with it, and he has nothing. Yeah, Sunday
Today's-
evening live, just for an hour.
Dave, today is Sunday.
Monday evening.
Yeah.
Monday evening live. Just
Yeah,
for
I
an hour?
guess we could just do the day after and just do it live instead of pre-recorded. So, F it. Why not, right?
Yeah.
All
Why
right,
the hell
cool.
not?
Well,
Okay.
we'll shoot for 5:30 and
Yeah. All right. So tomorrow 5:30. Then Wednesday, of course, 5:30.
Tinfoil Hat Show.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then next week's game is next week. It's a Monday.
Yeah, it's on a Monday.
Yep.
Interesting.
So I'm actually going to try to get that day off of work. I have days I need to take. So why not?
What time is it on a Monday? Is it early or is it at?
No, I think it's this time.
Okay, that's fine. I think I should be available for that.
Udinese, Monday, February 12th at 2:45 p.m. Eastern. So,
Cool.
Yep.
Cool. We'll do that. We'll go over there.
Arnautovic coming on. Thuram is off because he's a bitch. Corner now to defend, though. Oh, Frank, it's his mom's birthday. Happy birthday to her. He has to go and cut the cake. Kind of a bad time.
I know.
It's too bad. It's a good thing they do make women's clothing, like men's clothing for a woman these days. So Inzaghi has something to wear.
No, absolutely.
Alrighty, let's get some because they just put a stat on how Inter doesn't concede anything. A yellow card to who? Inzaghi? Inzaghi's getting the yellow card.
I think Inter have gotten more yellow cards than we have.
I don't know why he's so fired up. He's still going. Really? Like, why? You're up. I don't understand. He's been doing this whole game.
Chill.
Ooh. Kenny. That was a bit of a dangerous tackle.
Yeah.
He must have been just pissing him off. Again, Maresca is one of those guys that will give light ones for dissent. Rabiot walking into space, throwing it forward all the way out. McKennie's got to run for this.
Yep.
And Pistoni's losing his mind. Like he was already there. McKennie's the one that was running, and like he didn't do anything, bud. Chill out. Like I'm all for like being fired up, but like accomplish something. All right, Jan Summer, let's go kick this ball. 10 minutes to go. Anything could happen. Like Inter is a little. I don't know that. I don't understand why they would be a little wound up.
I can understand, like, for example, kind of potentially something happened, but Juve haven't really shown us any sign of life this game.
There was signs, but it was incohesive.
It's just half chances. I mean, obviously, you got to make the half chances. I was like reading the X just real briefly. People thought that Thuram shanked that shot, and it wasn't Bremer saving it. Like, I hear a bunch of Juve fans like, you guys are complaining about Dusan missing that chance, but what if Thuram didn't miss his? And like someone commented, Bremer poked the ball away. So, who's glazing? Did we glaze Conti? Have we glazed him or torched him? We just said he made a mistake.
He's known to make mistakes.
Or is Goose talking about the chat?
I don't know.
We try not to glaze players.
I don't even know glazing to me is a cooking term. What does this mean?
No,
Like,
glazing is like
kids?
you hype up, or like he's like the greatest. Gatti's good. Gatti's life. I thought.
I don't hype any individual.
Yeah, I always thought we were.
Jeez.
Did we go hard on him?
I can like a guy because his mostly it's just his mentality that I like. It's his mentality that gets him in trouble too, though.
Yeah,
It's a
right.
double-edged
Because
sword.
I think we've. Yeah, I was gonna say I think we've been pretty consistent. I can't speak for the chat, but I'm pretty sure you and I have been consistent with that. Where it's just like, hey, he's a double-edged sword. You love him, but you also hate him at the same time because he does the same exact stuff. Because like, he's a home run or a strikeout player. Like, you think about it, right? He's either chipping home runs or he's absolutely whiffing.
It's true, and like you don't hit home runs unless you're making big swings.
Yeah.
Baseball references now.
Baseball.
Bremer miscued on that one. Gets away with one. Okay. Inter still with it, though.
I don't know.
Another push by Inter.
Very flat. This just seems so flat right now. It's almost like the way that they're playing, it's almost like we were up like 2 or 3-0 and you and I are just like talking and just trying to kill time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Inter have officially taken the wind out of the sails of this one here.
I mean, it's what you would expect as well, right? Inter are doing what they do. They know how to lock the games down. It's no surprise that we do look flat because that's what we would be doing if we were up 1-0 as well.
Yeah.
Seven minutes.
Yikes.
Absolutely. He's just going to walk his dog. I mean, it's only a few minutes, man. Like, chill out. It's all good.
That's funny.
Way out with a nice toe. And again, like, if you're already saying it's not a foul when you're, like, even before you've finished completing the foul, it's probably a foul. Yeah. He didn't get it that time, but how is it that you guys are already, like, waving your hand at things before you've even put your foot on the ground?
I don't know.
Like, do you guys know that you're pieces of shit? Probably not. That's the problem, is that even if somebody told you that you're a piece of shit, you don't believe it. That's the problem with those types of people. Like, the amount of people, I think just this year alone, that I've told that are dumb but don't realize how dumb they are, it's so frustrating. You can't fix stupid is basically the life lesson. When somebody's that dumb, you can't fix it. They're too dumb to be fixed. That's basically being an inter player. Doesn't matter how good you are at football. At life, you're still kind of shit. Like, the whole thing, too, if you're winning this game comfortably and you're still playing like that, it's, again, you might be a piece of shit. But we know that Barella is, and DeMarco is, and who else? Lautaro. Gatti with it now. Lays it off to Weah. Come on, it's 5 minutes. We gotta just fucking start launching it. Give me something. Give me something to yell at.
I know. Give Dave something to smash his hand on.
And people are all blank face and head ass motherfuckers.
Gosh, even the way that we're playing took the wind out of my sails. I can't even commentate now properly. I'm just like sitting here, I'm like, what the hell?
Gatti giving it again. He's stepping up a little. Moretti's doing laps on the sidelines like he'd do anything.
It's like we're late to the ball. It's just no. He says maybe me turning off the game will have a magical effect and we'll score. Have you turned it off? Or are you just listening to us in the background while you're walking your dog?
Yeah, I mean, I'll
do this. Maybe I'll turn my back and see if we score. I'll just be commentating like this without even watching the game. Just rally cap. I'll even put on my hood.
He's doing the reverse cowgirl now.
You're so dumb. All right, I'm gonna do this. Not watching the game. I'm just gonna sit here and listen to Dave. See if we score.
ASMR this shit.
Yeah,
Crosses in by Chiesa. Cut out. Gatti tries to toss it back in. Ball's still out in the air.
Yeah? Is it out in the air?
Out in the air. No,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
in Summer's hands.
Oh, super summer.
Obviously, slow to replay this. We're going to see Moretti and Sandro.
Yeah, Enigma's listening to us.
Moretti and Sandro.
Sal says in the chat, update, we're still playing like ass.
It's wow. Tech just saved another. How did Arnautovic save that one? And this is what's frustrating, right? Their missed chances as well. This game could have been trash bagged the other direction easily, right? It's just unfortunate that these are the two biggest terrorists in Italy at the moment, and this is it.
We subbed in Moretti
Yes.
and Sandro for Gatti.
Big ups on Tech this game.
I'm so confused.
I don't know. With 3 minutes left, I figure you toss in Charlie, see what he does. But no, we got Moretti.
I don't even think we chased the game. That's the issue. Like, we didn't chase this
No,
game.
we just let this game happen. We just let it happen.
Like, that's what I find extremely excruciating. Like, there's no chase. Like, I don't know, man. Like, everybody gets just poor marks around the board.
Changes now for Inter. Barella is coming off. So Klaassen and De Vrij for Bastoni. So they take the two Italians off for a couple of white boys. Jumo scare. What's a Jumo scare?
I don't know.
You kids. Tech parries again. Well, yeah, it looked like he got shoved in the face. But he's American, so he doesn't dwell on it. He moves on. Yawn, kicking it long. Loca's still working for it, trying to make something. Good for you, Loca. That's why I like you. Alcarazzi is coming on for a minute. Oh my lord! What's the fucking point?
Wow, that's a
point?
he's doing it. He's just like, fuck it.
Oh my god! And that was for Mac.
You don't remember? That's the Sule 30-second substitution.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm sitting here like saying, that guy's not gonna play. That's absolutely ridiculous. That's hilarious.
My fuck.
Well, he's got 5 minutes.
10 seconds ahead of me? What the fuck, man?
No, I meant like extra time. I think there's gonna be 5 minutes extra time.
Oh, you're just guessing.
Yeah, I'm just guessing.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes. If only I
Yeah.
could guess the goal.
I mean, you never know. And they got a foul. He almost touched the ball. Charlie almost got his first Italian touch.
Almost.
I love how Inzaghi tells his players to calm down. He does it in like a very freaked out manner. He's like, calm, guys, calm.
He's just a cunt.
Yeah, super cunty.
Oh, man.
Premier shit talking.
I know. So, yeah.
For minutes. And then I get to stir my sauce. Scooped over. Cherby gets it, though. Just boots it downfield. Yeah. And we haven't really gotten to the chat as much. We're just like,
No.
we're tortoise-shelling it over here. You're all just yelling anyways. You got nothing positive to say.
There's nothing good to say. There really isn't.
You're all just letting it out.
I just want to go home. I'm done. Let me go home.
Oh my god, Lataro's crying about it. What? Come on! Come on! Hey, you see him get the look? You see him get a fucking look? That rat face piece of shit. What a fuck. He's subhuman. You saw that. Did you? When he looked up?
I'm just laughing.
I'm just making sure you fucking saw that.
No, I saw it. No, I definitely saw it.
Fucking slut.
You know how funny that would be if, like, Charlie takes, like, a 40-yard screamer.
Do it right here. Fucking launch it. Okay, well, that was a decent pass, actually. Centro, that's a huge deflection.
I would love to see that. That'd be hilarious, because then I would look like a dumbass for saying he's not going to play.
Gives a fuck. You take the point, man.
Exactly.
You can be the most wrong piece of shit as long as you walk away with something. Inzaghi, what are you talking about? Nobody can hear you. Shut up. Just let him take the kick.
I always forgot. Can a goalie actually take a throw-in? I don't know why. That's just one of the weird thoughts I have right now.
Jeez, it was too much on that, too. Too much. I don't think... it must have to be an outfield player. It wouldn't make sense that the goalie can do it. But that is one of those weird rules.
Yeah, I just want to have that thought process there. Like, is that even possible? I love how we're trying to chase the game, but we're essentially throwing ducks in the air with some of these like long crosses and stuff. So it gives Inter the opportunity to come in from underneath and essentially undercut the ball.
I mean, is there any other route?
Like it's just at least put some sauce on it, right?
Yeah, that's the balls have been very lofty.
Jeez, like
Even the corners. Here's Charlie. I always hope just.
please just end
Come-
this match.
Oh no,
Please.
I want Charlie 40-yarder. Come on, Charlie 40-yarder. Big scoop to Chiesa. He
If
gets
this is-
pulled
like,
over. Moretti. What was that? That's why.
That's why I feel like Cody Rhodes right now. Like honestly, I feel like Cody Rhodes so bad. Oh, that's game. That's game. End me of my misery. Oh, that was fucking terrible. Holy shit, that was bad. Yikes. I honestly, look, to be honest with you guys, I've got nothing positive, nothing negative to say here. It was just, holy hell, that was bad. That was really bad.
I feel like I need to fuck off for a day.
Honestly, I thought, maybe it's just the cycle. I was pissed about the Lions against the Niners, but this game was even worse.
Yeah, it was. The Lions.
It's all
looked good
my
at
fault.
first.
Holy hell. No, this game was definitely my fault. I guess I just didn't I should have subbed in and played. That's it right there. That's where I messed up, but
Bash is the scapegoat.
I am the scapegoat, unfortunately. That is just wow. Wow.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man.
Like there's a couple of things. I think, like, for example, I'm not going to straw man this on a single person or a single entity because it was just bad. Like, for example, if you look at the first opening where it's like, I understand, try to take some pressure from Inter, see where it is. We conceded. Change the script. Change the script.
Yeah, he didn't. I don't know.
You got to change. And this is what I find a little bit frustrating is we essentially were content being down 1-0 the whole game. Because you don't want to give me this bullshit about, oh, hey, we were chasing. This did not look like us chasing it whatsoever.
Nobody's even saying that though. That's the thing.
No, I know, but like, for example, this is where I feel like I honestly, like, I'm speechless right now because it's like we started off the year good and then we stalled at Empoli and then we really stalled today. And it's just like, I don't know, like everybody forgot their shoes.
Everything was just a little bit slower.
There was
a lag.
There was missed passes. There was missed movement of players not understanding where to be. Allegri really legging it with his substitutions. Like,
So some of that too is a bit less space afforded to you, especially in the midfield by Inter. We've been playing a lot of easier teams. It's hard to kind of have those easier teams. Even Empoli playing with 10 men, we were still pretty much on par with them, right? And now all of a sudden, we don't have that space.
no. And the idea is they just couldn't figure out, an alternative, an alternate route for it. It was just like I can't really explain it. Like, it was just give Illing 5 minutes and that's a reach. That's a huge reach.
Yeah. Listen, the team was bad today.
The whole game was just terrible from all fronts.
So people are going to start looking for scapegoats. Some people will blame Allegri. Some people are going to blame Kostic. Some will blame Gatti. You can't blame it on one person.
You can't. You really can't. It was just a poor game. That's honestly what it was. It was a poor game from everybody. From the coaching staff to the players on the pitch. It was just not good.
Yeah, it was a rough one.
Like it's just I hope Max is saying it right. Like, there is a lack of intensity. Like, there was a severe lack of intensity. And look, I'm just not gonna say, like, for example, I don't think it's genuine if we're gonna sit here and throw Doosan under the bus.
He
Like,
could have
yeah,
done better,
he
sure.
could have done better, absolutely. But Yildiz misplaced passes. It's just there wasn't a sense of urgency. Like I think really like McKennie was the only person that was playing. Cambiaso with some stupid dribbles that would put Inter in a good counterattack. Gatti mismarking players. Unfortunately, Danilo not really doing anything. Chiesa with little to no impact.
Well, listen, they were double teaming on Yildiz and then Chiesa. The second striker was double marked, and it was on Vlahovic to finish, and he didn't.
Like, and to be honest with you, I think Allegri was like, "Hey, fuck it. I don't think anything's going to happen this game. Let me just see what Chucky can do for 5 minutes." That's the only thing I can think of.
I would have liked to see him go for like 10, 15 at
I
least. Like
would-
at that point, come on.
At that point, you needed something, right? Like you needed to throw something in there. And Elliot saying we weren't playing cohesive at all. No, we weren't. Like everybody's touch was bad. Their passing lanes were terrible. I wouldn't sell Chucky out, man, or Charlie out. Charlie might impress you, man.
He didn't look bad for only playing a few minutes, never playing with the team. Like he did not. He actually started putting some passes together, which was not happening. So I mean, he can't be that bad.
Like it's just also Woj and Bremer. They were insane. Yeah,
Yeah, Tech for
Yes.
sure made some crazy saves.
Helicopter. Everyone in the final third missed their passes. There was no clear plan. This is prime Allegri ball. That's such a stupid comment. Like prime Allegri ball. Like
Getting dash mad now.
no, it's a really ignorant comment to make.
All right,
Like-
everyone's all worked up.
Like relax,
Everyone's all worked
people. Like it's not even like a defending Allegri thing either. But it's just like, oh, we finally lose one match in 17. Prime Allegri ball. It's like, dude, everybody played like ass today.
Yeah,
Like-
Vince has it here. Bremer, Mac, Loca, Rabio. There was some shining lights in there for sure. It's just overall the team. You can't have the individuals. Unfortunately, like Bremer, you got the guy in the defense. You have Loca who's playing the defensive mid. So like our mid did all right, and Bremer essentially, but that's only part of the team. A very specific part of the team, right? Like where's everyone else? Like even Cambiaso was taken out of the game, for instance. Kostic, I mean, he had a couple of decent moves, but
I really like this name. A spicy meatball says our off the ball work to create and exploit space sucks, especially around the box. Slow ball
it
movement.
was today.
Yes.
Today it was just off.
It was everybody was just concerned on what they want to do, right? Like nobody knew what to do with the ball. Like it was just kind of like they couldn't think. Like it's just like a mental block. If we're supposed to go for the title, we need better signings. Like who?
Yeah, that money needs to be spent in the summer. So you have to understand as well, Charlie, we don't actually pay anything until July. We got a reinforcement for somebody we don't even have to pay for the time being. The money isn't as liquid as we maybe thought, or there's money there, but it only makes sense to make the moves in the summer. The goal is the top four. Yes, could we challenge for the Scudetto if we want today? Would it be maybe front runners too? Absolutely, but especially when you do bring in a man like Gentoli, you're looking for the long game. You're not making the sacrifices here in January to maybe win the Scudetto when you can regroup again in the summer, and instead of being like, okay, this is a top four season, this can be, okay, we just spent $80 million on a couple of midfielders, what have you. Spent money, made some moves, got rid of some dead weight, and then you push next year. You have to understand it's a rebuild, and the fact that we're here still in second after today's loss, 4 points clear, we're still overachieving. So does it suck? Are we pissed off with today? Absolutely. But we have to continue to focus on the long game, because the long game is rebuilding this. Again, average age, 25. Your old men on the field is Danilo and Rabio, I think, is the next guy in line. Sandro, I guess, when he comes on.
Your only old guy is Danilo. Danilo and Rabiot on the pitch. Those are your old guys.
So the fact that, I mean, look, Yildiz, this was his first big match in Serie A. Wasn't great, but were we expecting it to, well, some of us were, but then we put all that pressure, and that's the problem. We, as fans, have put all the pressure on these guys as well, saying, oh, he could be the youngest guy to score against Inter, whatever. So he didn't. He was double marked. They shut him down. They knew what they were doing. It's Inter. It's the best Inter we've seen in a long time.
It is. And look, it's frustrating. It's one of those things where it's super frustrating, but at the same time, their midfield was better than ours. It doesn't matter who.
Everyone knows that. January. They have one of the best midfield trios in the world.
Like, it's the honest truth, and that midfield showed the difference of class right now. Because, yeah, we don't have, for example, we don't have the brains, as some people are saying. We don't. And the problem is, if we were to purchase said midfielders that people are saying that we should have done, you're going to spend in excess of 40, 50 million to get some of these midfielders that these people want, right? Is it worth spending 60 million on a Thuram that doesn't work out? Because remember Dennis Zakaria? We only paid 5 for him and he didn't work out and we still got a plus Valens out of it.
And you're paying the premium to get a person in January. Also, you don't have that off season to work that person into the system.
No.
So we ended up getting a Charlie who we don't even have to pay for the loan for 6 months. We did something. Was it great? No, but was doing something great from a fan perspective the right long-term move? Probably not. Like, I still have faith in the system. Like Gintoli, the fact that Gintoli isn't even paying for this guy until we potentially get rid of him.
Yeah.
That's pretty decent.
Yeah. And we're being asked, one of the questions is, are we overachieving or is that the state of Serie A? If you look at the expected points and actual points, we're well ahead by 10.
No, we are actually overachieving.
We're achieving.
Like Milan is
where they're supposed to
that's
be.
Normal. Milan is normal. Juve and Inter, especially Inter at this point, is like far exceeding. But the fact that Juve on paper is that much worse than Juve and we're in this position is actually still kind of nuts.
Because there's 22, so if Inter were to win 16 more games, they're essentially at the 105, 107 mark.
Mm-hmm.
That's
a record.
That is, yeah. No, that's definitely, because if I were to, unfortunately, I can't take a snapshot of last year at this time, but like, for example, Napoli, 90 points, Lazio 74, Inter 72 to round out the table last year. So, for example, Inter currently right now is at 57. So, with Lazio being at 74 last season, they're pretty much 20 points away from Lazio's second place point total. And Napoli was at 90, and Napoli had, a ridiculous season previously.
Yeah. And Dal saying Hakan became prime Pirlo today. Hakan is actually just a world-class player.
He is. When he converted into a DM, he's been outstanding. He's been nothing short of outstanding.
Yeah. And Inter still have the UCL. They got to compete on a very hard second front. Atleti coming up. So, yeah, there's still some pressure on that side.
Inter under Conte was better. Well, they didn't qualify for anything in the Champions League. Rat-faced Inzaghi took him to a final, whether we want to admit it or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was one blown Federico DeMarco coverage away from potentially winning that. So, look, I don't like him, but we gotta call a spade, or as Dave would like to say, a club. No, so the season isn't the end of the world, right? Like currently right now, but it's tough to swallow. Having an all-time season, Juve having 2 losses right now is nothing to hang your head about. No, it's not. All right, sucks. Got to tip your cap to him. Do loan moves and say we'll pay 50 million like Charlie and give Charlie more time. Charlie just came in 2 days ago. His paperwork didn't get finalized until Friday.
And nobody's saying we're paying 50 mil. Like Southampton's expecting to have him back.
Yeah, Southampton is expecting him to come back because you look at a lot of players that moved. A lot of players moved for high loan prices too. Like, for example, some of these Premier League teams loan players for $5 million loans.
Yeah, we did a
It-
4
it-
million, 4.5 million. Like we were on par in terms of
And the
that
other
transfer.
thing too, like for example, you also have to consider some teams were saying it has to be an obligation. Like we'll loan you this player, but you have to purchase it later. And what happens if he takes a massive dump? You're on the hook for 27, 30, 35 million. We got to be realistic here with some of this. It's not like it takes two clubs to dance when it comes to a transfer. Like, for example, one of the reasons why Samarditch didn't come here is because Udinese wanted upfront money for this and Juve didn't want to do it. Because they said, hey, you want this loan, it's going to be an obligation.
We
And Billy was
potentially
like, "Hold
have
on."
him lined up already for the summer, where
Yeah.
we don't have to go and start shelling out money. We also have potentially Felipe Anderson lined up for this summer, where we don't have to pay any money. Again, long term, the
We have-
money.
We
It's-
can't splash. We can't afford to splash money on obligations. Because Chiesa's obligation was just as bad too. I think it was like 20 million up front and then 40 million for the obligation.
Yeah, at the end of the day, yes, we're angry. We did play shit. But in the grand scheme of things, we have to take a larger picture here.
Yeah.
For us, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you never know, right? The season is still long. At the beginning of the season, if you told us that we would finish in second, let's assume we finish in second at this point. Does anybody actually get upset? Maybe like slight disappointed if you think maybe they can get this Scudetto. But is anybody like out and out getting angry at finishing second this year?
I think my only pettiness would be Inter getting their second star.
Yes, and that does suck. But
That would
that's
be it.
inevitable. Like time will eventually give them that star. If it's
Second
this
star,
year,
yeah.
if it's 5, they're gonna get it eventually. Just deal with it. Just know we're pretty close to a 4th.
Yeah.
And 2 stars look dumb anyways.
One decent player. Look, if the clubs don't want to give you the guy, you can want the guy. You just that's kind of how it works right now. Because got to look into perspective for the other clubs too. Like for example, there's some clubs that are fighting for survival, and there's other clubs because how it works is if I want a player, that club wants to have a replacement ready for that player. So if you take Samarditch away from Udinese is like, hey, you got to fork some cash so we can get a replacement because we're not just going to give you Samarditch. If we give you our best player, we run the risk of getting relegated.
And they all said this, Coop Miners as well with Atalanta. Every midfielder, high profile Thuram, for instance, all those teams have said we don't want to lose this player in January. We're fighting for something. We're in the mix. We need these players. So if you absolutely want them, show us the cash. Otherwise, we'll talk in June.
Yeah.
So it's not just like, oh, well, I want this guy. He's valued at 30 million. Here you go. No, they're like, we're battling relegation. You can give us 50 if you think it's that important.
Because that'll give us enough to panic buy a replacement.
Yeah, because now they have to overpay for somebody.
Because that's
Like January is a dumb time to do business. It is a fucking stupid time to do business unless you absolutely have to. And I believe that the management, the ones that hold the money, said no, we don't absolutely need to.
Because let's talk about Coop Miners, right? So, like for example, Atalanta is currently in a race for the top 4, for that 4th spot. Coop Miners is one of their best players and one of their most crucial players. You think Atalanta will let us just casually loan it with an option, right? Like, they're not going to. Full of bums and- Good enough.
Okay, so you're picking out Darmian and Cherylby. Yeah, not the greatest. Their back line is not the best, but they have the best midfielder in Serie A. Midfield in Serie A. They have a performing offense. Their defense is serviceable.
Their midfield and wingbacks cover for the shortcomings of their defense. It does.
And Ellie
Because-
makes a good point here too. We didn't spend any money in Italian clubs either, Udinese or Atalanta.
Yeah.
We're keeping that money in the 2nd division of England.
That's true. Because like let's think about it here. Let's be honest here. There wasn't a single instance where Acerbi was isolated by himself. Like for example how Bremer was today. There wasn't. So what Inter do is they say, okay, We know we have bad center backs, so what we're going to do is we're not going to let you go in through the middle. We'll force you to go out wide, or for example, you have your wing backs that are able to reinforce and do that. Problem is you better take your shot correctly, or we're going to burn you through a counterattack in the middle. They can have mediocre center backs like Acerbi and Darmian and whoever else they've got there because they have everything else. Everything else is set.
And they're not bad. That's the thing. Like, do we like a Churlby? No, but
he's not.
They're more than serviceable.
And it's also, and like, for example, look, you have Bastoni, you have Acerbi, and you have Pavard. Like, they're not the greatest center backs in the world, but they're also not terrible. So when you have Darmian, you have DiMarco, you have Mkhitaryan, you have Chanaloglu, and you have Barella all essentially in front of those guys, it's tough, man.
And there's, let's see, is this the comment here? Yeah, so Inter didn't even score a legit goal. At the end of the day, like it was a tight game. Inter, if we want to turn it on to Inter, Inter did have a little more positivity to talk about, but at the end of the day, they didn't have a fabulous game either.
No, they didn't.
Because we also terrorized them. It's just we never had that killer touch. We never stepped up.
Yeah, we couldn't come back with it.
And you can absolutely be angry at that.
Did you read this one? Y'all don't understand our previous management let other clubs pull our pants down and transfers, and Giuntoli said, enough with this shit. We won't pay for what we don't want to pay.
Yeah, it's actually nice. I love financial stability. Like, I know it's boring as hell, but nothing else can happen until you're able to balance the books.
Exactly. So, Boyan saying, January is Baratashi time. Oh, no. No. Sal says we're closer to AC Milan than Inter, who have a game in hand. They're still second to play for. Sarri played in the UCL final and have been great for them. Every striker duo is one of the best in the world. Yeah, it is. And then we have Gatti as KB face palms. We've always said about him, he's a double-edged sword, man. He's going to give you moments where you fall in love with him and you love him, and there's other moments where you want to rip his head off. And I
Sounds like a perfect Italian girlfriend, honestly.
It really does, doesn't it? It's not like, for example, the thing with Gatti, right? It's not saying that he's I'm trying to phrase this properly, right? Because, like, for example, the mistake is like it's a combination. It's a culmination of certain factors, like a certain domino effect of events. But the issue with Gatti is sometimes his marking is very atrocious. He lets the offensive players take him in on the inside, takes it on the outside, right? It's where they come in, and it's just that's one of the things, right? He'll get you a header, he'll make an amazing play, but at the same time, it's just like he's gotta step up a little bit in the IQ department.
Yep. Yes, he does.
I absolutely hate the formation. It has such a ceiling. That's why we got rid of Allegri the first time. Allegri played a 4-3-3 when he left. He doesn't like a 3-5-2. He hates it.
Yeah, we're likely changing to 4 at the back for next season, which is another reason why we need to be careful with who we just randomly pick up, because we have a vision of a formation as well that we would like to change to.
Yeah, this is going to be the last season I think we see the 3-5-2.
Oh, I fucking hope so. I learned to love it for what it is, but fuck it.
Yeah. I love how Vincenti's could have freaking tied it. I know. He could have.
Yeah. No, I know. He could have.
Sal saying we shut down their strikers. DeMarco was the only attacking threat. Some years luck isn't on your side, and small things that matters. Like last season when we played them in San Siro, took Kostic just doing one cross into the net. David says, we know what we're against this year, man. We can't get pissed because of a single game, and we don't throw the damn towel on the season. Appreciate the uprising trajectory on. We shall see. No. Carr says, my man Dahl just swinging and missing today.
Another baseball reference. Jeff coming in saying this one hurts.
Yeah, Jeff says this hurts. It does. It does.
We don't know what. He just showed up, but something's hurting him. Yeah, I think he was in the washroom.
So
anyways, that one didn't hit as I wanted. Do trash, do not.
People, man. Trash. Such a people.
All right, man. I think we're gonna come back at this tomorrow. I think we all really do need to just simmer down a little bit. My sauce is simmering. You got to take that off. And
I need to go make my Alfredo.
it's Sunday night, guys. I got some wine ready. Whatever your thing is, me and Dash are both doing pasta, so that's definitely our Sunday night. Dash don't drink, but you got to have a bit of red wine with a nice soup.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody's
All right.
too hard.
Yeah. So we'll wrap this sucker up. Our good friend Beppe is streaming currently, so if you
Yeah,
guys want to
check it
hop
out.
in Giuseppe's stream, and there is like 600 people in there, so have fun in the chat.
Yeah,
but,
people, you can go yell at Beppe. It's his turn to take it.
Yeah. But obviously, big shout outs to Uncle Beppe over there. But yeah, guys, I think we're going to sign this off. We're going to do a day after live stream. We're going to switch the day afters into live streams to get you guys more involved because that's what you guys want. And Dave and myself like to listen to what the people want and not ignore the people that we claim to serve. So, all right, guys, obviously, remember, subscribe, do the likey if you're new here. If you want a little bit of an alternative, more comedic Juve twist. But thanks, everybody. We're going to see you tomorrow. 5:30 Eastern is going to be the start time for the first live day after show that we're going to do. So we'll see you there. And as Jay Carr says, he wants Dave's sauce.
Oh, baby, you can have it.
And Vincenzo says, I got chili waiting and I've got an Alfredo. I got to start simmering. So we'll catch you tomorrow, guys.
Yeah, enjoy your Sunday evening. Too bad it could have been better, but we'll talk about it. Maybe cry about it again tomorrow. Good night, everyone.